one for Shayla Hood. We all know Sean, lead singer of Color Design, one of my very close friends. And she passed away from complications of diabetes about like 5 years ago. And he's finally doing a benefit show where all the proceeds are going to go to the Aldersgate Diabetes Camp, all of them. It's at Whitewater. It's $15. It's Adam Fawcett and the Spectral Class, Color Design, and whatever that says. Bajoink? Bajau? I need to learn how to do it. I'll update you. Anyway, doors are at 8, shows at 9, Whitewater Tavern, September 30th. Be there. Thank you. What time it is? All right, 1, 2, 3. Hey-o! Bush lightning. You got to show me this.
Okay.
This fucking seems hideously disgusting.
You stop. This is a delicacy. Okay, I'm not the I'm not the connoisseur of this. It was actually Chooch Meisenbacher.
Who's that?
Fayetteville homie.
Okay.
So he actually gets the Miller Lightning. So that's his go-to. But me being a Bushman,
Bush
I
lightning.
switch it up, and I'm also
Go Bush lightning. I got you the big
man.
one. So
I'm
you
a
have
zero
it.
sugar man too. So
This just seems fucked.
dude, I'm telling you right now.
You text me that. I thought you were kidding, and then you were like something like party on or something. I was like, damn, he's
No,
being
I said
serious.
welcome to the danger
That's
zone.
it. Danger.
200 Sablins is playing tonight, baby.
You gotta get fucking yelled up, daddy.
Terminal Nation's playing tonight, baby.
We work in security and big ass.
And we're working the show, baby.
Like 4 hours from now, we're gonna be like, damn, did you see that? His head came off.
Right, exactly. And I'm going to be lit up about it.
Those
too.
bits are gonna be ridiculous.
It's going to be a good night.
Oh, I saw all the
It's
people
good.
talking about it.
It's the first good death metal show we've had in a little bit. I mean, we had Left to Rock come through, but I think we had did we have a show like the night before or something?
Oh, I think that
It was
whole
a-
week.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
a
that whole
packed
fucking week
week.
was
'Cause
insane.
I think I remember Evan saying like, grab your Red Bulls or like take
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
Advils
It's been a
or
long
something like
weekend.
that.
Yeah.
Just like party on.
Dude,
Anyways,
this
so
whole fucking summer has been like that.
so this concoction isn't really a 1-to-1 ratio. There is no specific.
You just go on what you feel.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much foam in it right now. That's why I go with the lid on this. If I had ice and more time, I would take the time to do it.
Make a real cocktail.
Yeah, with a little bit of cocktail. But
Beer and fucking energy drinks.
Dude.
And it's good. It's good, you say. Homemade Four Locos. There you go.
Essentially, but it's way better.
Shalmy approved. Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bush is always the way.
Well, that's insane. How are you, dude?
I'm good, man.
Cutting any holes in any walls lately?
Man,
Concrete ones?
so listen,
Did you ever finish that?
my leg, no, so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got as far as I could on it. My boss and I had finally decided that it was kind of out of the wheelhouse of me to just go because I kept getting like the, hey, my son's out of school for the summer. That was my help. And it was kind of a big undertaking, and also I don't do that typically. I'm not like they told me, they were like, yeah, we typically hire a mason.
A stone mason? Yeah. You know, a guy who knows what the fuck he's doing.
Right, right. I was like, well, yeah, I know how to run all the equipment it takes to do it. You know, like I know how to run the saw and like all that stuff, and so that to them was like.
But the first time I do something, it's not guaranteed I'm going to just nail it. Shit might be off a quarter of an inch or two, you know?
And see, that wasn't what I was actually scared about either. What I was scared about was the fact that this was a giant load-bearing wall that they wanted me to take a big
fucking
7-foot hole out of, dude. So it's like, yeah, let me take this out in the middle of this remodel, and then it collapses an entire side of this already multi-million-dollar undertaking.
It's
that
like,
we're doing on this house.
do I need to cut a slit and put a steel beam in first?
Okay, so that's where we got to, is that I cut all the holes. Like I had to go outside. The outside of this house was stucco, and then I'd cut all my exterior cuts that were gonna line up,
Yeah.
hopefully on the inside. On the inside, we're gonna go inside and then cut that way. So I go inside and I make my cuts, and then we have to install the steel beam thing that you're talking about. It's like kind of like angle iron, but it's called a lintel and like beans or whatever. That's the same thing. Because I was scared to even say what it was because I was like, I'm not gonna be the guy that calls something in construction a bean, but then they were like, yeah, oh, you got your lentils? But like they made the joke first. And I was like, yeah. So I never let them know that I didn't know.
You sure?
I was like, yeah, I got my lentils, bro.
Dude, the amount of fake confidence you have to have in this job is unreal.
Oh, dude, the whole industry, blue collar, anything.
I did a fucking one not too long ago. Something in a shower somebody wanted. They were like, "You do that?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Fuck it, I've been here 100 times. It can't be that hard.
Yes.
Oh, literally, dude. Yeah.
I pay for YouTube, and let me tell you, that's the best investment. And mainly for entertainment. I'm not gonna lie and act like it's for but if I need to figure out, I know how to make all kinds of eggs now, dude.
YouTube man. YouTube University.
I don't even eat eggs that much.
I do the Gordon Ramsay egg, man. This shit is lit. So good.
So, Delac and I were having this conversation the other day about he was trying to find it was dinner ideas, but I think he was specifically looking at shrimp tacos. This is like
Dude's
Friday.
a foodie. He's a foodie.
He for sure is, yeah. And he was watching some dude, and I was in his apartment. I was like, man, whoever you're watching, like, I'm just like, I can't listen. Like, their banter, like, whoever this YouTube person was, like, I just wasn't into their way of content. Like, I didn't like the way that
sometimes it just doesn't.
I was like, this guy's a nerd, man. I don't want to listen to this. And so I was like, why don't you try like Matty Matheson or something? He's like, oh, and I was like, what? You're trying to give me shit over Matty Matheson? Like, he's one of the coolest dudes. I was like, he just did Hard Lore, bro. He was like, and I bet it was super cool. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened yet, but I bet it was. But anyways, it doesn't even matter who the chef is because there's so many that I can pick and choose now. And like what I'm getting at is like, I want to learn how to cook from a guy I want to listen to talk.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like,
anything.
I can do that. And this guy's also wearing like cool merch. I'm in.
The amount of tutorials I've skipped because they're boring as shit, even though the information is exactly what I need. I can't listen to you speak for another 7 seconds.
Dude.
So what you're going to want to do is go over here and you're going to click on the left hand and it's going to bring down this menu and you're going to I'm never going to fucking stop talking like this. And they edit it where it's supercuts.
Yeah.
So they don't breathe.
So my favorite thing and I don't think it's just a premium feature, it may be, but
probably is.
On YouTube, like now they have like the segmented videos where it goes and like they can label each part of it. So it's like intro and then it's like the
I think that's on every
and you can
YouTube
skip.
video.
Okay,
yeah.
Dude, that's the coolest for that reason because it's like I don't want to listen to this guy talk, but everybody said he's the best, so I know he's got what I need. But it's like, how do I get?
Well, ever since they introduced that whole 10-minute long minimum thing, there's so much filler before you get to the actual. It's like all I need is the last 3 minutes, but I don't know when that 3 minutes I need is. Chapters is what they call it.
And it's that is it.
Chapters.
Yep. That's the one. I don't know what it is that is so enticing about being able to just watch it on YouTube.
It's free information.
That's the thing is that I watch so much stuff on there. Like I watched restoration of 1800s tools. I'll never see the tool in person. Much less have the tools to ever restore
just
it.
Thinking this morning, dude. I was taking a shit. Like, why am I watching this?
Dude,
it was a homeless guy, Kurt. You're never gonna fucking believe. Like the shit. It's infinite. I was watching a man find random spigots, and he had a spigot key. So there's a special key, if people don't know, on commercial buildings that will turn on a spigot. Typically, the grounds crew has them, so just anybody random can't do it. Well, this man found one and had a cell phone.
Just found it.
His whole shit was...
and had a cell phone.
He goes around to buildings and goes, I wonder if this one will work. And then he turns it on, and if it works, he dances. And that's it.
That's the whole channel.
That's the whole channel. And I'm like... I watched 4 of them in a row. Why?
Yeah, exactly. It's so easy to make fun of because it makes no sense. But guess what? I watched it.
But he's happy, which makes me happy. And I'm over here wondering, like, is this something people just don't know? But he has. It wasn't one of these that has like 1.2 million likes or whatever. He had like 500-600, but that's still a fuck ton.
Well, and there's that drain addict guy. Have you seen that guy?
No. Lockpicking lawyer is another one.
That guy, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, that guy also, like, so I really like how...
And gets like 4 million views. I'm like, you're just training criminals. Can we all just openly admit that this man is just giving criminals free information?
I really enjoy that guy over time has used his fame as, like... I wouldn't even really say fame, but, like, so many people try to test him.
I'd say fame, dude.
Well, I mean, like, in the way that I'm trying to say, like, he knows he's good at his craft. And rather than saying, like, I'm the best there is, was, or ever, you know.
He checks the challenges.
Yeah, he just takes them, and then he's like, so they're claiming that this, and then he just, as he's like, oh, and it's like, there's been those videos where he's, like, already done while he's still talking about what they were saying. It's like... Impossible.
There was the engineer that built the unpickable door lock. He goes, unpickable. And the guy goes, yeah, but you forgot one thing. And then does it with like a piece of Coke can from the back. Yeah. And he's just like, got it.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It only is unpickable to the tools you thought we were going to use to pick it with.
That's right. You got to think outside the box, the toolbox.
That's right.
It's crazy.
Man.
And also hammers exist.
Right, exactly. I was about to say, I did property preservation for a while, and if I would have known how to actually pick locks, like, because I've watched a million of that guy's video, and he tells you, he's like, like, he goes through it. It's like, he is.
We got some binding on 6.
Right,
yeah,
dude.
All right.
And so if I would have just went and got, like, maybe a Harbor Freight set or something and, like, gave it a shot, I had all the time. Yeah.
He's like, hey, criminals, not only am I going to teach you how to do this, but I sell the shit conveniently in the link below.
Right, exactly. So we had, in property preservation, we worked on homes that were foreclosed on, right? So a lot of them had the original lock on it.
So y'all just go in and clean up and...
Pretty much. Make sure that everything's still clean or it's up to code to be resold whenever the paperwork, wherever it's stuck at, goes through.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we'd go and it would still have the original lock, right? And part of our deal would be, hey, change out the lock to one of our, like, we had coded locks, like specific, you know, whatever. And there was a way that it was like, if the contract for the house ended in the, you know, whatever, like there was a series, so like it was easy for them to know and us to know whatever, and they would tell us like how to code, like, you know, like the door key holder deal.
Right.
But anyways, we would have to get the original lock off first.
Right.
Which meant deadbolts and stuff. So like sometimes like we would go and it would be like mobile homes. Yeah, you could kick it in, but then you can't just get some 2x4s and throw that back up. You know, it's modular. It's got like a whole little thin aluminum or whatever kind of frame. So we would have to like try to drill it out. Well, you know, when you're trying to drill it out, try to get as close as you can to hitting the screws that are on the inside, right? So that way you're pretty much taking what's holding.
Right.
Man.
And they bind too when the drill binds on the metal. And you snap the drill bit off. Talk about construction. No.
Yeah. You snap the drill bit off.
Yeah.
You only have dull ones left, if you got any left.
Nope.
The next thing you got is one that's way too big for the job.
So
now you're using giant channel locks, and you're just
stripping the whole thing out.
Yeah. And then after that, you went and you got in the Sawzall.
You're twisting it into a fucking doorknob pretzel. You smash the handle in. You're, God damn you.
Yeah. Now we're brute strength now. Like if this house wasn't made out of foam and like prayers and thoughts, then I would have already gotten a torch.
Get the torch. Yep.
Exactly.
Second favorite meme ever. It can't be stuck if it's liquid. It's the best thing in the world.
Red liquid.
Yeah. Bye.
Exactly. We're not asking.
We're not asking anymore. Dude. Ugh, the amount of bullshit I've gone through. Spent 2 hours one time getting a fucking 2x4 out of a wall because I can't demolish the wall.
Yep.
And it was nailed from the other side.
Yes.
So it's like, and ring shank nails, for those of you listening who don't know shit about construction, are the devil. They're what make everything stick together for a long time.
Yes.
God.
So I had a friend that actually just hit me up, and I used to work with him at Jimmy John's way back in the day. And he's still a homie.
What's their secret, man? How do they make them fucking sandwiches so fast?
You just got to cut yourself a few times. You'll figure out how to stop cutting yourself.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? Kurt's watching porn, got added.
Whoa,
He's
dude.
Pornhubbing.
It's a kettle brand air fryer.
Kurt's over here hungry, looking up chips.
I wish I could have these, but these would be way too loud to eat. I lost it.
And what the hell were we talking about? God, you gotta love it.
Music?
Nope. We'll get there. Fucking, we're talking about construction stuff.
Oh yeah,
doorknobs.
the Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. Why are they so fucking fast, dude?
The homie that hit me up, he has like a shed in the backyard, I guess. Somewhere here in Little Rock now. And we'd worked together in Conway. And man, it's DIY done, but it's been there for a long time, and it's like on a hillside kind of, and it's got, like the blocks. It's got platform block or stilt blocks and all that stuff. Yeah. But dude, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. He wants it taken down, but his idea is he wanted to like disassemble it and reuse the wood and whatever. And I was like, man, that's a DIY project. There's no way you're gonna financially make that work for you and any contractor.
Yeah.
Like, call a contractor and say, hey, I want to take this down, but keep it all. Better have deep pockets, and that wood better mean something to you.
Yeah.
So anyways, I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, sorry. Like,
a little too much.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like, if you because I'd posted an ad for work, and it was with my machine. It's like a mini excavator and a skid steer, and it was to run those like.
Or like dirt work. Need some garbage picked up or push some shit around.
Stuff like that. Yeah. And I was like, that's not the same, but it's cool that he hit me up for work, and I wish that it was something we could do. But anyways, so then he was like, okay, well, how much is just level it and I get rid of it, right?
$400.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I wish. That way I could just go do it.
Dude, fucking renting the machine $7,000.
Yeah, no, it ended up being like a $2,500 bid.
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to have some work done. I tiled the guy's shower though. Got lucky. Barter system, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
He came with his dump trailer and his excavator.
Yeah.
Got rid of this giant pile of bullshit.
That's exactly what I was able to. So that's how I'm able to market myself too, is that we have our own dumpsters, and we have like 5 of them.
Biggest.
And I'm the one who hauls them.
Yeah.
So I haul the machine out there. I do the work. I haul the dumpsters out there. I fill them up. I haul them off. Like,
that's a lot of work.
Right.
Damn.
So I'm the one man,
back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth to the dump, back from the dump, back to the dump again.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is that it's, you're sitting down all day doing it. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, but I have to sit down in a compact track loader, skid steered, but that's what they're calling it. Yeah. You have to know how to run one of those efficiently. You have to know how to run your excavator efficiently.
Well, someone who says that
know how
has
to
never
tie
done
down
it.
a load.
That's right.
You have to know how to pull the trailer.
You're also being
using.
vibrated to death.
Yeah,
all
you have
day
to
long.
know the.
Yeah,
dude.
They're gonna beat
Those
your
things
ass.
Don't have suspension.
No, they don't.
I mean, okay, so my CTL does, but it's like.
It does.
Very minor, like it's like a cab.
Is the
suspension.
seat have suspension? The cab itself, or not the machine?
Yeah, it's the cab, like from the tracks, sort of.
Sure.
It's not like suspension, but if you've been in a skid steer and you went over like just a small rock and you slammed down, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So like,
that's kind of nice.
I'll take it.
Not as beat up.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that I did get a brand new machine too. The CTL is brand new. The mini excavators use whatever, but like,
dude, I would kill to have a mini X just on my property. I have so many projects.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that the first few times we had to use a skid steer for work, we had to rent them from Hums.
Yeah, but rent. Yeah.
So I would use them then, and the people like next door would be like, "Hey man, like, are you for rent or whatever?" Well, now that we own the machines, where y'all at?
Yes. $500. We're already here.
Right, and that's what the thing is that we're just charging like I think it's like $250 an hour or something, but. That seems like a lot until you think about
really
how much you can do with 2 machines in an hour. Like, in an hour, I can take down an entire shed and get rid of it. Like, a normal...
like a regular shed.
A regular shed, yeah. I could 100%.
Not a mini
And if
home.
if it was one of those ones that was brought in from like Lowe's or something, I figured out a long time ago doing the property preservation thing, a lot of those things are built on like pallets. You can just fork them, throw them in a dumpster, and you're done. I could haul it off in maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, false bottoms. They have like a
$250.
skid bottom. They come in on a truck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they buy them off a fucking. Whoop! They just drop the thing off and
Dude,
go.
so there's a kid in Conway.
It's actually brilliant, really.
I say a kid, and I mean that genuinely, but he's like 17. And there's this app that I have called Neighbors or Neighborly or something. And he's been going, and I think he takes like construction classes at high school, but he's been building sheds like ground up, like not like, oh, this modular shed came in and I put it together. He's been like building the sheds, and he posted pictures. And like he's got like people hiring him to do it. And he's like shingling the roofs and everything, dude. Like one man show, like all summer he was doing it. Like, been a pretty rough summer.
Shout out to him. Oh, this summer fucking sucked.
Yeah.
We got so spoiled the last few summers, man.
Dude, I'm telling you. One of our field supers or super project, I don't know what his title is. He's younger than I am.
Yeah.
But more power to him. I think he's got a college degree, so, you know, it is what it is. But this fool the other day, I was talking to my boss who is, he works with me, or I work by myself typically, but like whenever there's something that I don't know how to do, or like he's trying to help get me something set up or whatever, he'll be there. But we were talking about back and forth, my boss and I, about how hot it was. And this fool, the field super that's younger than I am, is standing over to the side, like eating Chick-fil-A, talking about it hasn't really been that bad of a summer, like 1 or 2 weeks. And my boss and I both looked at each other and then looked at him. And, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. You go home right now.
Yeah. You're in your truck all day most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You deal with. And like I said, more power to him. He does have a college degree. And he actually started at this company. He started at the company being the cleanup guy. And then he got to work his way up. So whatever. But eat shit.
but fuck you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's so crazy how fast you forget how much that job will fuck you up on a hot day. Dude, 95 is my threshold. When we start going past 95, I just go like this all day, like, fuck, dude. Ugh, just sweating
95
profusely.
is still like I would rather be dead, but it's like I can
handle it.
Especially me lately. Like I haven't really been drinking as much lately, but
yeah, no.
If I'm going to do a podcast, I need to be the genuine me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Bushman.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell
Bush lightning.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, plus, you know, Terminal Nation.
Aren't you about to go on tour?
Drink for the boys. So tomorrow we play.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow
Damn.
we play Fayetteville.
Oh shit.
And then Tuesday we play Memphis.
Oh shit.
I think that's it. I think we were gonna do a Wednesday, Thursday thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but I think it's with 200 stab wounds. I think we're following them.
Ah, I see.
I don't know about tomorrow.
Nope.
Yeah.
No cure.
Well, that's the thing about the tours that are coming up too, is that I won't be able to do those because
Kiddos,
of
right?
the twins I got on the way. So this
Isn't that
is like
crazy? Kurt, did you know that? He's about to have twins.
Yeah, I'm having
That's
twins.
fucking
dude.
wild.
2 more Shalmys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's the first one.
Is it boys?
So it's a boy and a girl.
Ah.
Arya Elizabeth and River Thomas.
Hell yeah, a River. Nice.
Yeah,
Good,
dude.
solid name.
Mm-hmm.
I like
well, my
River.
daughter that I have now is
River Shalmy? That's a famous name. I believe it. When you give your kid a name that seems like a star, thank you.
So Thomas, the
What do you
middle
think?
name is my dad and his dad's middle name.
Well,
so I
that's
was like,
sweet.
keep something going there. And
Yeah.
then Elizabeth, I believe, is Ashley's older sister's middle name.
Okay.
I think it's her middle name, but there's homage to
And
families.
what's her first name? Ari?
Arya.
Aria.
Aria.
Ah, that's a pretty name too.
Mhm.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And don't you already have a kid?
Yep. Lakin.
Lincoln Log. Lincoln's a good name.
Lakin.
Lakin?
Yeah, like a lake. So I got a river and a lake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Hell yeah.
So somebody that Ashley worked with had suggested that, because I'd already decided on the name River early on, Brook and River, because then we'd have Brook, River, and Lakin.
I mean,
I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
pretty good.
Yeah. But ended up being one of those things where I kind of took lead on the boy name. and
Keep
she
having
kinda
them use
took lead on the girl
Oxbow,
name. Yeah,
Creek.
dude.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll get to where it's going.
His name's Crick.
I'll get my
He's from the South.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crick.
Crick.
Yeah.
That's it. Crick.
Yeah, hey Crick. Is that short for something?
Nuh-uh. Yeah, it's like a stream, man.
Yeah, go play around in the creek.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can go goof around in the creek, man. It's hot outside.
You're gonna have to get you some land soon.
Man, I would love to have some land. I'll tell you what.
Got all the little kiddos running around.
Ugh.
It's kind of the best.
Not even just for the kiddos. Like yesterday morning, I woke up and I let my dog out. Shout out Dookie Shoes. I let my dog out yesterday, and I was like, man, it doesn't feel too bad. Like, it was kind of overcasty, and so I ended up getting up and taking him. I live, like, right down the street from a school, and they have, like, a big field, and they have, like, Little League football practices out there and stuff. I took him out there and had his ball, and I was just throwing it and letting him run, like, full speed for a minute.
Letting him shit where all the kids play football at.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. No, I just let him outside, so I let him drain himself.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah. So it's actually the school that I went to in kindergarten, which is wild because now I live right across the street from it.
Damn.
Yeah. And I never would have thought, like, I don't even remember that neighborhood as a kid, obviously. When I was in kindergarten, I wasn't thinking about that, but now it's like I live there. So I can go out on the playground with my daughter. I've taken her over there to play.
That's convenient as fuck.
This is where Caitlin broke her arm in kindergarten on that day at recess whenever she was trying the monkey bars that swing.
And your daughter's like, cool, Dad.
Yeah, she's like,
I don't want to get on these
those.
now. Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
dude, we had a kid one time, no shit. They were like you remember for like a while, they had like the monkey bars with the little rings.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the long ones that were on chains. Well, the chain broke, the kid fell, and the bar went through his leg, all the way through his leg. Fucking crazy.
At school?
At school on recess. So, like, saw it. It was right there. Fucking wild. This was like 4th, maybe 5th grade.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, they everybody get inside. They made us go inside.
How old were you?
Dude, what's 4th or 5th grade? What's that, 10, 11?
Yeah. Well, I think like 9 or 10.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
With children.
Yeah.
Little baby children running around everywhere. Oh my God. Dude. And like, they didn't even
I don't know why the first thing I thought of whenever you were...
How old were you, 37?
No, not that. I keep replaying in my head whenever you're like, well, no, the first thing they did, and for some reason I thought you were about to say all the teachers told us to take a knee. I don't know why I was just expecting you to say that next. So I was just imagining an entire playground of kids just like, take a knee.
And it's a weird spot because the playground was massive. Well, I was little, so it seemed massive. I genuinely think it was massive. So, like, kickball was like the flat part of the area. Mm-hmm. You could, it was just rocks. Just rocks, but it was the flattest spot. So we played there, and of course, and all the slides were made of metal. And this was the 91, 92, 93.
Yeah, good hot slides.
Good hot slides. We had a basketball court ish, and then like up top there was just this wood form playground thing. Old.
Oh, like a jungle gym.
Like a jungle gym. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So multiple things. But anyway, they had to cut that out of his leg. It was fucked up. And they left the blood. They left the blood like on the rocks. They didn't take the rocks. They didn't kick the dirt around or nothing. Yeah, they just left the blood spot.
That's pretty cool, dude.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Then I watched another kid in that same playground fall off a fucking swing and smack a rock with the back of his head and just bust his shit wide open.
Where'd you go to school?
Spring Hill Elementary for both those stories.
Arkansas Public Schools.
Dude, just back then, no one was safe. No one. The teachers weren't safe. No one was safe. It was just it was a free-for-all.
Dude, whenever I was little, 5th grade, I had this buddy of mine that I had been one of my best friends from like 3rd grade up. And looking back, I don't remember why. And not to say like I don't still have love for the dude, because I've seen him up and down and whatever through the grapevine as an adult, and he's been in and out of prison and stuff. But this dude was trouble.
Yeah,
dude.
I
remember we had the same class because we rode the bus together. We lived like kind of close to each other, but like
I was kind of one of those. I just got lucky. And
not really close enough to like hang out after school.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what he was getting in trouble for one day, but he just like went into like shutdown mode and just like put his head like down in his arms on his desk and was like, "Fuck everybody!" Like wouldn't talk or move. Like Principal came in there, the teacher, like, and we had a dude teacher that year, so it was this tall, like, Mr. Steve, or Steve from Blue's Clues looking dude, like, his name was Mr. Black, and he was over there like, come on, Mikey, like, we gotta, like, just trying to, like, cool it out with him, and this dude's just like, and dude, so it gets all the way to the, and they asked me, because the other kids had went to, I think, lunch or recess or something, but, like, all the other kids were gone, and they had actually asked me to come back and talk to him because they were like, you hang out with him, like,
they need
come get this. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. Well, lucky for me, as I'm going in to try to, or I guess as I'm wrapping up trying to help, my, like, 2 minutes of, like, come on, dude, you know, like, whatever.
Just do what they say, man. Yeah, we're going to get in trouble.
He didn't give a shit. He didn't budge for me either. Nothing. Well, as I'm, like, about to give up and, like, go back to lunch or whatever it was.
Yeah.
His grandma shows up.
Oh, shit.
That's who he lives with. That's who he lives with, was Granny. And she shows up, and, you know, to me, that's Mikey. That's Mikey, my boy Mikey. She walks in, Michael! I was like, he's fucked.
You're fucked, dude. If the real name comes out, you're fucked.
Well, because his granny showed up, dude. Like, his granny didn't work. His granny didn't go anywhere. So his granny had to leave the house and come to the school because your ass was locked up on the desk for whatever fucking reason. I don't know what happened, but
adults.
They had me leave, and I have no doubt in my mind she probably beat the shit out of that boy in the classroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny story about this.
It's so crazy that that's just how shit was, man.
Funny story about
you got beat?
Kid,
yeah, they beat me.
We had parent-teacher conferences, and I was there with my dad, and I saw Mikey's, his mom had showed up, I think. I don't think it was his granny. Yeah, it was like his mom or somebody. And we had our bus driver was the GT, the gifted and talented teacher. Mm-hmm. And I actually was in gifted and talented at an elementary age. And
then I gave up.
Right, yeah. No, they choose you.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, his mom went in there to talk to him about his behavior on the bus, dog.
Ooh.
He doesn't have this man as a teacher at all. This woman walked in and was like, "So you're his bus driver, huh?" Like, he had no mercy. That boy was done for, and like I said, I saw him like over like the years growing up and stuff, but he was in and out of prison a bunch. Shout out Mikey.
Yo, holding it down, dude.
Yeah. What a dude, man. I mean, he's still
I didn't
cool.
start giving teachers shit till like at least the 9th grade. That's when I was like, fuck you, man. When I found weed and figured out I didn't like rules too much.
Man, my thing was just not doing work. If I couldn't do it at school, I wasn't going to do it. So
I'm
homework,
not
for
fuck
me.
you.
Dude, my
I got shit
year,
to do when I get home.
Yeah.
Like basketball or something.
Nuh-uh.
Literally anything. Or play guitar at the time, I guess.
Playing on my computer.
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
Playing Halo 3.
Oh, Halo 3. Oh, you're young. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
did I just hit that, Kurt? I'm sorry. Is it still good, the camera? I just hit the shit out of it.
Shut it down.
Yeah, I got to take my shoes off.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So when's the kids supposed to be here? Like next week?
Dude, basically October 21st.
I mean, yeah.
By October.
That's soon.
So that's like the doctor's like, if they're not here yet, we're going in. So.
Oh, the 21st is like, if they're not here,
all or
we're
nothing.
Induce.
Yeah.
Shit.
Induce surgery, however. You know,
yeah.
Is
that
twins.
Scary? Is it scarier because it's twins?
I love kids and I love being a dad and stuff, but financially.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Just meme that.
Yeah.
I'm never going to put it. Shalmy, when he found out he's having twins, never going to financially recover from this.
Dude, that's why I picked up the part-time work at Vizions, man.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm doing the construction gig, and I work with a guy, great dude, or work for a guy, rather.
Your boss at your construction gig?
Yeah. Work for a great dude, and I'd got hired on through a friend before that used to work for him whenever he was just doing custom cabinetry and high-end trim, stuff like that. And I did that with him for a while, and then he got bought out by this company, and then some things had happened, and we needed to downsize, and I was the newest guy, so I was the first one to go. And then I went back to climbing towers for a little bit, and then work picked up, and he was like, "Hey,
Like
you ready
cell
to
phone
come back?"
towers?
Yeah. Well, so whenever I went back to towers, it was Wi-Fi. Now we did have some technologies on cell towers, so I would still climb some of the towers I'd climbed before. But we had a lot of our own towers that we owned as well.
Gotcha.
Because it's all about
A lot of water
profit.
towers too.
Water towers, yeah.
Yeah. I did that for a very small amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this fucking sucks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You just point it in this area, and the little machine tells you it's good, and then all your customers are bitching and complaining, like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that job sucked.
Yeah. And the company I worked for was small and in-house, so it seemed like a great gig.
What was the name of it?
Aristotle.
Okay, no. I was like, wouldn't that be crazy if we worked for the same people?
Yeah, dude.
I was like Arkansas something solutions. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, it was bunk.
Well, anyways, I worked for these guys and wasn't going the way that I was told it was going to go. And there's a lot of things going on with that company that I didn't want to be a part of. Like, there's a guy that I was working with that was my main, like,
but they make crazy money.
That's what you'd think.
Well, they're supposed to. We charged $150 an hour.
Mm-hmm. Don't go on my pocket. That's the thing. Everybody thinks that cell tower climbers make so much money, like that bullshit ass video. This guy climbs his tower 3 times a year and makes $60,000 because he gets 20. Like, he changes the light bulb. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If it did,
like the job exists, but that level of income, not for that guy.
Not a chance. And there's
it's
no
the guy down at the bottom
only
in the Dodge.
doing it 3 fucking days a year.
Yeah. No, it's all the time.
Yeah.
The bulbs go out constantly.
Whenever I climbed cell towers, I climbed every single day, and I didn't make anywhere near 60 a year.
Well, just go to Cantrell Mountain. Like Cantrell, like in the back, like Highway 9 or Highway 10. They're just, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that you only got to do that once every now and then?
Dude, Chenal Mountain up there has those broadcast towers and a few cell towers and stuff. Yeah. Tell me that there's a few guys that live around here that just go up
making
there.
dumbass money.
Yeah, they just go up there 2 or 3 times a year, drive right past all the kids that go up there to drink and stuff. They go change a light bulb, and they're like, all right, back to the house for 3 months, 4 months.
The only job
whatever.
that's sort of true is like the rigging. When you do an oil rigging, that's crazy ass money. But you better be in to win. Holy fuck.
You gotta know what's going on.
Yeah,
because
fuck
that's
that.
a not only dangerous situation, but rigging is difficult, man. I had to take rigging classes for, cell tower stuff because we've got to rig ropes to get our stuff from the ground up. We've got to rig stuff up there to like hold it in place while we work on it. We've got to know how to position ourselves. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the whole thing that I had to focus on the entire time I'm up there was my safety on top of getting this job done, on top of the fact that I've got bills to pay still. Like, I don't get to go. And on top of that, the thing that really sucks about cell towers is there's like almost no situation in which you get to do those and go home every night, because once you work on a cell tower, you're done until something goes wrong with it, and then you go back and fix it. But there's typically another team for that.
Right. So
you're at a different tower every day. And say that you had to go to every single tower in Little Rock, well, it would only take maybe a year. I mean, I don't know anywhere near the ballpark of how many towers are around here. There's no way of knowing because they're owned by tons of different companies. But even then, like, it's just not something that would be even feasible, because when you go to each tower, there's different companies that are on each tower. And it's just, that market is so saturated with work that needs to be done and like places you have to go, but it's all traveling, and the people that are willing to climb for that amount of money and stay gone for that amount of time, they're all
special breed,
less than desirable.
Yeah, less than desirable. They have a unique past.
Yes. Now, if there's right,
same.
That's the ones. Yeah. Now, if they're like a in-house crew, like, there's a guy who owns the stuff and like he
owns
goes
the crew
to each,
too.
Those are typically decent guys because he's making all the money himself and he can pay his guys accordingly.
Yeah.
But,
you make $8 an hour.
Yeah, I worked for a Fortune 500 company the first time I climbed towers, and I was making like $16.50
Was this after
an
the
hour.
military?
Yeah. Yeah, this was 2019.
So you get out of there and just fucking
So I got out of the military, and then I went straight to doing retention systems.
Were you only like a 4-year, 6-year military?
So I signed a 5-year. 5-year for the military, but I was only in for, I don't even remember, like a year.
Did you get hit by a car?
A year and a half. No.
Did you get blowed up?
No. So the Marine Corps was downsizing, and there was a bunch of dumb stuff going on, and I had signed a recon contract thinking I was going to be a gung-ho guy, go in and just really do special forces and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got there, and they were like, yeah, so if you don't make it through the recon course, like, you know, if you wash out or, like, if, you know, whatever, you don't get to be infantry. Like, you're going to have to be, like, a chef or... or...
Chef would be all
HVAC.
right. I wouldn't mind being a chef, but you got to cook for, like, 5,000 people a day.
Screw that, dude. Especially with the Marine Corps, dude. I guarantee you the chef there is probably just peeling back huge trays of beans and MREs and heating that shit up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
No, it's not.
And the fucking, dude, our brooms were like hand brushes taped to crutches. Like, like, I'm not joking. Like, we were like the least paid branch that had to do the most. Like, it was awful, dude.
Oh, it's pretty bad. My buddy was in Iraq, Afghanistan. I don't want to miss. I think it was Iraq. I'm pretty sure it was Iraq. And he was like, dude, the Humvees you get in, like half the door panel will be hanging off.
Yeah.
Like the cars like barely start and run. There you go. Yeah. No, it's all fucked up. Yeah. All those billions of dollars don't go to equipment.
So anyways, I figured that out.
A fucking hand broom on a crutch. God damn.
Oh yeah, dude. That's for real too. And
I believe it.
we had whenever we would have to mop our floors, because all of our floors were just concrete. Like, why would they give us anything else? Like,
right.
We're just gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
They would have us put this like cologne in the mop bucket water, and it was I forget what the shit was
Make
called.
it stink
now.
less like balls in here.
No, dude, and that shit stunk so fucking bad, man. It was the worst.
It's funny is now people pay good money to have concrete floors in their $500,000 home.
Yeah, dude, stained concrete's the way to freaking go.
That's where it's at.
I would like to have it in my house just because
it's indestructible.
And it's easy to clean, dude. I mean, I would like to have carpet in my room, maybe, or like maybe heated tile.
Sure,
just
fancy.
Just because
God
cold.
Damn.
Cold feet, dude.
Hey, listen, I've installed it a bunch of times.
Yeah, I've seen it installed. That shit's wild.
It's wild.
Now
it's way easier. Now it's way easier.
I was going to say, there's a house that we just did, the company that I work for, and the entire
the
upstairs.
wire and puck system is so much nicer.
The entire upstairs did it, and it was all just like basically...
The mesh sheet you roll out and just run the wire in it. It's so easy. Used to, you had to have these metal things and a fucking hammer in the shit into concrete, and then you have to float it out. Oh, you can't fuck the wire up either, and if you do, you're fucked.
Oh, you basically had to build the heating element within the masonry?
Yes, and then make sure the wire's in the wall correctly, and then you have to float all that out. Meanwhile, you cannot damage this very thin wire.
And then if one thing goes wrong,
dude,
good luck tracing it.
And you have to... Oh, there is no tracing it. No, you have to start over. You have to bulldoze the motherfucker. And if you do find the break, good fucking luck. You know? God. I hate heated floor. Anyway. Triggered.
So anyways.
Yeah. Huh?
Heated driveways.
Heated driveways. Now, you put that shit on your staircase, that's tight. No slipping and busting your ass in the wintertime.
That would be pretty cool.
They do it up north.
They have, like heated steering wheels, and they have like on 4-wheelers and stuff.
Have you seen these new fucking cars and shit that's in these motherfuckers?
Yeah, dude.
They got refrigerators in the glove box. And
that's the first thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the cool glove box, I think is pretty tight.
Chrysler started that.
Was it Chrysler?
With the fucking shotgun car or whatever that thing was called. Not the Crossfire. It was that little white, like, looked like a family station wagon, but it wasn't.
You know, it's Chrysler?
Yeah, it was Chrysler. I remember because the commercial was the water bottles in the fucking
is that a Chrysler?
Glove box. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that the first one was the glove box, and now it's in the console.
Now it's in the console.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
Now the fucking goddamn cup holders are chillable. You put it in the cup like the new GMC trucks. You just stick it in there, and the fucking thing turns blue. You're like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, dude. Those things are so sick. But the first like type.
No wonder
it's
$100,000.
Yeah, dude. So the first type feature that I saw in like a vehicle that I was like, that's what I would like to have in my truck. is the and they don't have it in my fucking truck, but of course in like the one trim package above they do.
It's always above what you got.
So like in my console, like it's got the divot for my phone, and in the
charger.
Yeah. And so, you know, like we're going to
My buddy
call
has
back
that
here.
one, that AT4.
Back to YouTube. I looked up how to install my own
Nice. There you go.
charger in there.
Hey, man.
And I was going to do it until it got down to like having to splice into like your wiring harness. And I was like,
what's that one? Yeah, it was like if you're broke and you want nice shit, you got to learn some things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like
if my truck wasn't still financed, I would maybe give it a shot.
Absolutely.
But let me go get a shitty Z71
wireless
from down the street. Make sure it works.
Just get the what's a wireless charger? $40. Just plug it in the USB port. Yeah, they are. They're cheap.
Nah, dude, you can get those things for like I'm saying even cheaper.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I've got one for my daughter for like $13,
Oh, well,
$11.
great. I haven't
the
priced
ones
one in a hot second.
Yeah, like the On brand ONN
Oh.
or whatever from Walmart. Like
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
them for nothing. Actually, I take that back. I didn't buy that.
Yo, shout out the On brand.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Milam.
$15
because
for
that's
TV
who I
mounts.
got that first wireless charger from because he left it at my house one night.
Thanks, bro.
And then he was like, "Did I leave that there?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, you can come get it." He was like, "No, you can have it. I just wanted to make sure I left it there." And I was like, "Well, then why did you care where it was if you're just gonna let it go so easy?" But anyways, yeah, shout out.
Sometimes you just got to know shit, dude. You know, that's the YouTube thing. Sometimes I just want to know shit.
Dude.
It's why I'm watching a guy ratchet faucets on while I'm pooping in the morning because no fucking reason. Because you know what? I do want to know
why we don't like shark bites. And I'm not even a plumber.
Listen,
like,
I love shark bites. They can fuck their. You know why they don't like shark bites? Because guys like me can do their job.
Dude.
I said it.
You just pissed off a lot of Italians.
I sure did. Fuck them. They stink. Fuck your whole profession. I hate that damn job. And it pissed every winter. I got to get under my house and fucking, shoving shit together. And it's the only thing that saves me.
Fair enough. If
so
that's
praise shark bite.
Yeah, context. Yeah, I'd go with the shark bite on that too.
My water doesn't shut off. My valve at the street is bad. And, the city's like, well, you have to replace it even though it's our valve. And I'm like, well, fuck you, bitch. If it's my valve, but it's your valve, how about I just bypass that whole shit and y'all can have no money from me?
Let me just run off of this over.
I'll
Let me just divert it over here.
Put a tap on the
your
fucking...
meter's just going to go dry.
Yeah. I've thought about it like 10 times, dude. A tap's like $50.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're nothing.
You just fucking squeeze it on. Free water.
That was part of the thing with property preservation, too, is that it was like...
I had to check for booby traps.
Dude.
Like people borrowing electricity from their neighbors and shit.
Okay, so there was actually situations where we would find, stuff like that. Like
I'm not going to lie, we used to steal cable.
Oh, dude, my family...
Back when it was up on the... When you had to just... All they did... You know how they used to tell you, oh, your cable's disconnected? They would just come and unscrew it. Our buddy had a set of those feet claws where you climb up poles. He's like... I just come and hooked up. We had free cable for like 5 fucking years. They never knew.
That's so sick. Yeah, my family knew a lot of shady people back in the day whenever I was younger. Because I'm from Pine Bluff. Shout out Stank City.
Shout out shady people, dude.
Yeah, shout out shady people.
I love it.
I watched a lot of like very obvious like overhead power line wire get stripped in small sheds. I watched.
It was down. If it's on the ground, it's yours. It's free.
That little,
all right?
Yeah, that little peat gravel. Like you get on like playgrounds, like the orange and yellow, brown. Like they would put that in the cans before they would smash them.
Oh, absolutely. Because they did it by weight instead of metal.
I watched all kinds of shady stuff. So,
dude, can collecting machines used to be everywhere.
Do you remember the old Nokia phones, like the OG?
Oh, absolutely.
Like that had like you could change the faceplate on.
Yeah,
Maybe it was Motorola.
That was Nokia.
Was it?
But they
Whichever
both did
one it was.
Whatever.
Yeah. I remember whenever some of my mom's friends had those like burner phones where they could. It worked, but you didn't pay for it. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Oh, you could fry the chip in the back. Yeah,
it was
literally.
Burned.
Yeah,
it was a burned phone, so it was like it worked, and there was.
The same thing with cable boxes. When they went digital, the original ones had what looked like a modern day debit card. Had the little chip in it. You could burn that chip, and then they couldn't trace that you weren't paying for shit. It was just free.
Yep.
It's like the modern day version would be the Fire Stick, the broke Fire Stick, where you have endless free shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they would send you the little card.
Uh huh.
Remember what you could actually.
Yes. Like that card was like Kurt, like it had the code that's like you have package 4, where you would just rewrite it to be like, no, I have everything, and now I get Cinemax and all the bullshit.
It plugged into the back of the. Because even in the DVR age, you still had that same thing because there was again, shout out YouTube, a video I was watching where people would go and get old DVRs for like $5 from like a flea market or whatever. Most DVRs have a 1 terabyte hard drive in them. So people would just go get these DVRs and just pull that hard drive out, and they just got a $5 1 terabyte, you know?
It's brilliant.
But while they were taking it apart and stuff, like some of these guys were like, oh, we can keep, because they were like engineers, so they keep, like, dissect it and keep a bunch more than just that. But you would still see those cards in the DVR deals.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
God, old technology. It's no wonder they went to streaming, really, honestly, because we were just out here just stealing everything.
OG,
and the modern day version, I guess, would be password sharing, which now they're fucking, shooting off their own feet with that one, though.
Dude, whenever I can go somewhere and somebody else is already connected to the Wi-Fi and all I have to do is click on it and then somebody else is just like, here you go.
It's the best feature in the world. When you walk in and you're like, what's the Wi-Fi password? And someone goes, you got it. And you're like,
yeah, exactly.
I love modern technology.
Yeah, we don't have to go like maybe unplug
C
the HDMI cable from the TV to try to pull the modem out and see the 20-digit code on the back, dude. Because you lost the box, which nobody ever realized had the freaking code on it.
Oh, dude. I changed mine immediately. They're like, do you want to change your password? I was like, fuck yeah.
Dude,
if you're ever at my house, it's capital C, Cheese Toast, 1984.
That's your name?
That's my password.
Oh. My
the
Wi-Fi
name. At the house.
Oh, right. I guess there's nobody else around you. So, like, close to me, I have, like, a bunch of other things, but my Wi-Fi's name, like, whenever it pops up, is my grandmama gave me that chain. From Friday.
Oh, like what they see? Oh, no, mine's just my last name.
Yeah, what they see whenever it pops up is my grandmama gave me that chain.
Have you seen the one, the guy, what was it, your wife is cheating on you? Like, changed his Wi-Fi name to, what the fuck?
He said that he had went up to the dude's Ring doorbell.
The
and
doorbell.
Had his face covered, and he was like, "I changed my fucking Wi-Fi name."
How have you not noticed?
Yeah. He's like, "I put your address on my Wi-Fi or whatever." Yeah.
1710. Your wife is cheating on you.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah. Which,
you know what's fucked up is if you have a Ring, typically both of you have access to it. It's like no way. The wife didn't see. Yeah, exactly.
Well, on top of that, like, I guess the only, like,
what made
it's
it to
not
the internet
necessarily a foolproof plan either, because once you're connected to Wi-Fi, you don't have to keep reconnecting. So why would homie be looking at the Wi-Fi names around?
Exactly.
I mean, it was funny. It's like, how have you not? It's like, I don't have to look at my
ever.
Yeah.
Mine never pops up.
Ever.
I don't know the last time I looked at my Wi-Fi settings. Once I got the Wi-Fi I have now, used to I had multiple routers spread across the house because our Wi-Fi was trash.
Right.
So I'd have to like boost it at the other end. But
I
now
actually
that
bought a booster for Black Friday like a year or two ago.
Kurt has internet. It's boosting. We have fucking we have fiber, bro.
Oh yeah.
That shit is like, it's the same up as it is down. I literally click a button and it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Man, so
although modern technology, we had a problem today. I come in, I said, Kurt, we have a big problem. He goes, oh my God. I said, no, this is for real.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking like in my own head all the time about something breaks down. It's like, I can't get the episode up. Like last week's episode, something's wrong. It will not do the thing. This software, I fucking hate it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm bitching. And Kurt's like, oh, okay. You know, I'm just always bitching.
He's just sitting there taking a tongue lash and just listening.
Well, he's just like, yeah, you're old. I get it. Well, finally,
yeah,
I go
like, I've already solved this.
Finally, I don't know why. I'm like, let me do it one more time for some reason. And I go to drag the file off with a thumb drive to my actual computer. Turns out the thumb drive is bad. So this whole fucking, last night I'm up late as shit for me. Late. I'm stressed the fuck out. Like,
it's 9:37.
Yeah, basically it was 11, but yeah. But I started it at fucking 9:30. That's why I was like, I should be done with the whole process by now.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, I gotta be up because Patreon, you know, they get it early access on the Patreon. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'll go to bed. I'll turn the computer off. That's what it is. It's been on too long. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I'll wake up in the morning.
man.
Everything will be fine. I
working
come
it too
here.
hard.
I set it up. I go to the thing. It's working. And
You
then
were
it
patient
stops
enough
again.
to wait all the way until you got here to try again?
Yeah.
Better than I am.
Well, I overslept because I stayed up too late.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
11:07.
dude, literally drag the file over and it stops right at the meter was the same as when I was trying to buffer it on the other software. I was like, the fucking thing's bad. He gives it to me on a different thumb drive, it's already like up. It was
so you
that
had
easy.
the file on something else.
It was on something different, and I never take it off.
I was thinking that you were about to say like the only version of this file is on this bad thumb
No.
drive.
Gotcha. Oh, thank God.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, no.
Well, that's good.
We're redundant. We have a 14 terabyte hard drive. It's on there. It's on Kurt's computer, and typically it's on mine also.
Is that just 14 DVRs you dissected and put together?
Could you imagine just a stack of fucking hard drives? They're all just ran into each other. Just It's
exactly.
not 14 separate hard drives.
That's why it's so hot in here. These things take a lot of power, man.
Kurt's just got a fan on him, sweating, counting ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an old dungeon.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want, kid?
His green visors on. Yeah, dude. I get it. I'm with you. I'm following.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Kurt, can we get you a green visor? You wear it upside down so it catches all the sweat.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Exactly. It's got to have like some pink shaded like glasses.
Absolutely.
Glasses are tinted.
You got to start smoking cigars though. Sorry, buddy.
At least have one in your mouth. Maybe it doesn't have to be lit.
Yeah. It's for the look. Yeah.
Hey, chew on a stogie.
Some real Hunter S. Thompson vibes.
Yeah, dude. Get crazy in here. Shit'll get real Western.
Yeah. Put a little cocaine in your fucking sausage.
Your sausage. This is that high speed chicken feed. Dude. I remember the first time I told somebody that they looked at me like I was stupid. And what was funny is that
high-speed chicken feed?
Yeah, the first time I had heard it was from a country dude that I knew.
Of course it was.
Yeah, it was a country dude I knew who was like super against drugs, like a super religious dude, and he was talking about like, yeah, them people out there all burn out on that high-speed chicken feed or, whatever. And he was talking about like how one of his old like small group guys, like leaders, was tried to get him to do blow one time, and I don't remember what the situation was, but anyways, he said it wasn't a one, like he didn't drop it as like a high speed, like that's the only way he would refer to cocaine was high speed chicken feed. It was almost like he was scared to say the word.
Oh, right. You gotta have a different, like frick. They won't say fuck ever.
Right.
But it's like,
well, that's the thing is that
if you say frick, you know what you're saying.
Yeah, he would say anything else. I don't know. I guess it just felt dirty on his lips.
I don't understand that logic. Yeah.
Anyways,
you can't say cocaine.
Yeah, so he kept calling it that, and I was like, well, I don't think I'll ever be able to call it anything else again now.
It's brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, I love it, and I'm gonna steal it now too.
Oh yeah,
and I hope everyone listening does too.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things about working with the people I have in the blue collar industry over the time I have is that it's a bunch of old, like conservative white guys.
Yeah, but they have a phrase for everything,
dude, and it's so good. They're always like on point, and dude, I love it. Like having a good one-liner, especially when you're having a bad day, because like you'll get there in the morning and you're all groggy, but these old timers are all pepped up on their coffee because they've been up since 4. And so they're already shitting stuff between their 3 teeth they got left, and you're just fucking trying to keep it together, and then they start cracking you up, and it's like, all right, here we go. Jethro's got me going this morning.
Well, they've already been through all the hell you're going through. They've been you before.
Exactly.
And then eventually you turn into them if you stay long enough, Just kind of like the machine will get you. You work that fucking hard that long, eventually you're just you're like, you know what? I might as well enjoy myself.
And what's crazy is that it's a totally different ball game now, because that was a whole union thing, and like all the old guys, they came from the rough times to like figure it the fuck out, like get that pipe put together, put it in the ground, and let's go. Well, now there's like a bunch of safety stuff, and then there's all these guys making.
Oh, y'all have that,
dude?
Oh, we don't have that.
So this is the thing about.
Not in my industry. There's no such thing.
Dude, yeah. So that's the thing is whenever I left doing retention systems and pipelining and stuff like that, I got hired by this guy I'm telling you I work for now. I actually was talking to him on the phone during the interview. He's like, Do I need steel toe boots? Like, I've got my own
Hard
hard
hat?
hat. I've got my own.
Have you seen the cowboy hard hat?
All this? Yeah, I have. Of course, I have.
The cowboy hat hard hat.
Yeah, whenever I worked, I used to do natural gas fracking, and
So
there was
cool.
a bunch of drivers that would have those because they weren't really OSHA approved, but the drivers didn't have to get out of their trucks.
I think they are now, though.
But some of oh yeah, at the time they were, and I'm sure there's all kinds of different shit that's
just
approved
really cool.
now.
I thought that was.
But there was this one old guy that would always get out of his truck, and I'm like, he's the only, because this was on a water pad, so they would pull up these. It was just a semi truck that would pull like with those tanks behind it, and it was just full of water. And he would pull up, and we had a pad where they would like a giant manifold. We would hook up another company would hook up hoses to their trucks, and I would run a pump that would like take all the water out. Well, this one old guy would be the only guy that ever fucking got out of his truck because we didn't have to sign tickets or do nothing. Like, it was all just like, bring us water and all day. This guy would get out, and I'm pretty sure it was just to show everybody he had a fucking cowboy hat, like hard hat. Like, because nobody else got out of their trucks ever. He wasn't going to the shitter. He was just getting out, standing there and talking to who. Yeah, dude. And we would work night shift and stuff.
Look how different I am.
It'd be, 3 a.m. He's standing out there like, dude, your fucking hard hat's black anyways. You can't see the shit.
Doesn't even. Yeah. It's at night.
Yeah. I loved working night shift. So working night shift was the best until it came to getting off of night shift because I do not like fast food breakfast. And I would be going home, and like if I didn't want to cook, it's available.
Like,
fuck you. Yeah. And I don't really. You know what? I'm not even scared to say it. I don't really care about Sonic's lunch or dinner menu. Like their breakfast burritos and stuff like that those are fine, but like I don't really ever just crave a Sonic burger or
Coney is it, and even that I barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
You know, so. I would get off work and I would have like no options, and then I would always get pissy about like, man, how the fuck? Because remember McDonald's at one point had started doing all day breakfast. Like, we'll do all day goddamn McDoubles too. How about that? Like, that would be great.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about Sonic is it's all day is all day. They serve the whole menu from start to finish.
You can sometimes strong arm Chick-fil-A into a spicy chicken sandwich first thing in the morning.
Please, I just got off work. Please, please, God.
Well, please, God,
no.
You have to kind of be a little diligent, but you know, it's not something I.
You just roll up, you're like, spicy chicken sandwich, sir. We don't serve those right now, and you just look right at the thing because you know they can see you now, and you go, "What would Jesus do?"
Yeah.
He'd make that spicy chicken sandwich.
He'd turn that spicy chicken biscuit into a spicy chicken sandwich.
Wouldn't he? Yeah. All right. $7.83. I know. I'm gonna pull around.
I've got exact change.
Yeah. I don't know why we have to keep doing this.
Our pleasure. Yeah. Our pleasure. Thanks, Christine.
Apparently, they don't say that anymore.
Really?
That's what Kurt said. It's crazy that we're bringing this up because we were literally just talking about the our pleasure thing.
That's so funny.
Because apparently, if they didn't say it, they like had to give you a free sandwich or something.
Man, see, bringing that up, that shit's a scam.
Oh, of course it is.
Listen to me, dude. So
like,
you
no,
pull up to the fucking McDonald's drive-thru, right?
What do you want?
And it says, yeah. So
they don't care anymore.
If they do, because my ass uses the app. I'm a smart man. Because why would you?
Which is funny that Chick-fil-A went one way and they went the other. That's what we were talking. That's what started that whole conversation. They were like, "Oh, good customer service." McDonald's is like, "We're gonna burn your car down with you in it. Fuck you."
Yeah. So McDonald's had a promotion for a while. I don't know if it's still going or if it is, they just took the signs down or whatever. But it was, if you pull up to the drive-thru and they don't ask if you're using the mobile app, you get a free pie. So I would pull up. And they're supposed to say, "Welcome to McDonald's. Will you be using your mobile app today?" Sometimes they wouldn't. Pull up and "What can I get for you?" Or "Welcome to McDonald's." Or "What do you want?" Or "What?"
Yeah. What?
Hungry?
Hungry?
But anyway, so one time, and this was so fun. And I'm not like, I don't really fight it. Like, I don't care that much. Like I'm saying, like I'm not the guy that goes early in the morning. That's like, I want a chicken sandwich. Like I've just asked for it before, and they're like, it's going to take a minute. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then, like, they made me pull off to the side, and that's when I realized, like, oh, I just made them go way out of their way to do it.
And that means you got spit in your fucking food.
Right. So I was like, I feel really
grease.
bad about it because, you know, like, breakfast is typically pretty busy, especially the time whenever I'm able to go to Chick-fil-A and get it. So I don't do that. That just happened one time. But anyways,
I'm a good person, God damn it.
There was one time that I did ask, I was like, I'm going to try to get me my pie today because it was the same McDonald's. It's the one on Chenal. They would never fucking ask if I was using the mobile app, and it was during lunchtime, like, because it was between like 11 and 2 if they didn't do it, you know, like busy hours, right? Because they're trying to, I would guess, they're trying to train the employees to ask for that because that's going to speed it up. If they have the app, ask them. All they have to do is give you a 4-digit code. The next person's going. So that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to speed it up. And they know that if they have to give us free pies, they're going to get their shit together, right?
Because they're going to get bitched at for that free pie, which sucks also.
Right, exactly. So the issue that I was having was that they would,
coming out of your check,
even whenever I would tell them yes, they would be like, hey, are you going to use your mobile app today or whatever? And I'd be like, yes. What can I get for you? AG48.
Yeah.
What? My code. I said yes, and you asked what I wanted.
They're like, no one says yes.
I want to give you my code.
No one's using this fucking app, dude.
So anyways, there was one time that I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I did. They didn't ask me about it, and so I got to the window, and I told them, and it was a woman that had taken my order, but it was a man at the window, and I was like, hey, y'all didn't take my or didn't ask if I had my mobile order. And the dude was like, who didn't ask you? I don't know.
Yeah. She didn't say, hi, my name's Catrice.
Go find the woman that's got the headset on that just typed my order in. Like, what do you mean who?
What a brilliant workaround. Who didn't do it?
Yeah, no, well, he looked at what he actually did. It wasn't even like that. He wasn't like, who? No, he was like, who didn't ask you? I was like, we're not homies. I don't know you, and I don't know who she is. I just know what she sounded like for a
low-key
second.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
They're like, but that gets him. But see, if he's the manager, because all that percentage bullshit that they do comes back on him. This definitely
wasn't a manager, and so he was like, all right, I got you. Guess what? I got my bag. No pie.
No, of course not. He's like, I got you. Fuck you. Yeah. It's just a middle finger.
And what was so funny about it is like that whenever he asked me that, whenever he said, who didn't ask you or whatever, and I was so dumbfounded. Like, and I wasn't mad about it. I was just like, I'm just going to give it a shot for the one time, see if it happens. And then he said, all right, I got you. I was like, cool. At least I get a pie out of it. And I didn't get it. I just looked at my bag and I just laughed my ass off.
Of course.
I was like, man, I'm glad I don't work in the fast food industry.
Dude,
because
fuck that job.
I mean, if I would have, because I'm sure there was somebody that probably went through the same situation I did and didn't get their pie and then went in and made a tip about it. And I was like, it's not worth that. Like, I don't care that much. And it's like, like you said, it is probably going to like be something bad on them because they have to put in that they get or whatever. So I wasn't worried. Like, I'm not trying to make anybody work harder for me or anything like that. It was just I saw an opportunity to try to take it. I was like, man, a free pie. Like at the time, I was like, they'll just have to throw it in the bag, no big deal. But I wasn't gonna go through 3 layers of like, if you want this, you're gonna have to work for it. I didn't
realize I was gonna meet a comedian at the window.
Right.
Have the battle of wits.
Yeah, exactly.
When he said, who did it, you should have been like, Becky's ass. You know, Becky's always bullshitting.
Yeah. I know you heard that shit.
You got to play along. You got to play the fucking rollout.
I can tell by the way you looked at me. You heard that shit.
Damn. So when'd you start playing music, dude? 2 hours in.
I started playing
Were you a child?
music at I did get a drum set whenever I was little, like a kid. So like I don't want to say first act, but it was something like
a CB or something.
Like a little kid. Deal,
the small one, the like the micro kits.
Yes. I got one of those whenever I was super little, like 4, 3, somewhere in there.
Damn.
But then
but
I
your
tried
grandpa and dad are drummers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I tried to get my dad to get like I'd always talked about wanting one or whatever, and I'm not gonna say my dad like didn't want me to play, but he would always be like, well, what if you tried to pick up like. bass or something because I played the hell out of
He's
Guitar
like, listen,
Hero, bro.
We're always going through basses, son. I'm gonna need you to pick this up so Daddy can pay rent.
Right? Yeah. Daddy's trying to gig. So
he just sits you down and watches the Partridge Family. Be like, see, she falls in line.
Yeah. See how easy that worked out. But he never really was like telling me no or whatever. He just kind of like would try to push. It's like if you don't have to do it just because that's what you see us doing. Like you can do whatever you want to do. Like if you want to try something else, do it.
And drums are the most expensive.
Sure. Yeah. And so I tried for years to get him to get me some drums, and he just wouldn't or whatever. And not necessarily for any specific reason. Maybe it was money. Maybe it was because at some points we lived in apartments or whatever. But whenever I was 16, he finally got me a kit.
There you go.
Or maybe it was Santa, whoever. It was for Christmas.
Santa.
Yeah. And, dude.
Santa, can you hear me?
R.I.P. to my childhood dog.
Oh, God damn,
no,
bro.
Hang on. No, listen.
R.I.P. to my dog.
R.I.P. to my childhood dog, Chili. But the reason that I bring her up is because on that Christmas, we were down at my grandparents'. And so my grandparent, this is my dad's dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
also a drummer?
Yes.
Okay.
He actually just played a gig last night.
Crazy.
Your
grandpa is gigging?
Bro, he filled in for a country band at the VFW down in Pine Bluff, but yeah, he's retired. Cool. He worked at the Arsenal like forever because he was in the Navy and stuff. He worked at the Arsenal forever, and he retired from there, and then he moved down to Hot Springs, and I don't know how it came about, but these guys needed a drummer to gig with him last night, and he was like, all right. And he posted a video, or my grandma posted a video of him in the garage the other day. And I was like, he still got it.
Damn, that's cool.
But anyways, so my where my grandpa used to live, like I said, he retired from the Arsenal, and he used to live out in Risen, and he moved out to Hot Springs. So whenever they lived out in Risen, my grandpa owned this house. It was at the end of a long dirt road. And he owned the house here, and then the house next to it they also owned, which was where my grandma, which is my step-grandma technically, her mom lived.
I had a step-grandpa.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Right, yeah, shout out to step-grandparents.
Yeah. Coming in clutch.
So it was like one plot of land pretty much, but it was two houses on it.
Mm.
So I stayed next door at the great-grandma's house because she had passed away a few years prior, so... Right. My aunt and uncle would stay over there. My aunt, I think at the time, was staying there. So I stayed next door, of course, so they could, like, set up Christmas shit and all that stuff.
Right.
And so my dog stayed over there
and
with
convenient.
Right, dude. Because it's literally, like, walking just, like, from the Vino's front door to the
and
parking lot.
even if you wake up, they're not going to get busted or nothing.
Not at all, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so, anyways, the next morning we wake up, and my dog had stayed over there with my dad on that side. She was a full-blooded beagle.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened the front door, and so whenever you'd open the front door to my grandparents' house, they had like this, I don't know, what do you call like the half walls? You know what I'm talking about?
Pony wall?
Is that what it's called? Pony wall? Okay, so it's just like the half wall. And then there's like it's like a doorway through it. But anyways, you walk in and there's a pony wall here, and then there's the living room.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a pony wall here and pony wall on the other side. But this is like the take your shoes off little
like
kind
the foyer.
Sort of. Yeah. It's really small. It's like the size of this little area right here.
Yeah.
So anyways, when you walk in there, there's that pony wall. So like, I open the front door. My dad opens the front door. And she, of course, my dog, has seen all of this stuff get set up. And this is like, our third, fourth year we go down there for Christmas or whatever. So, dogs are people, right? So she's so fucking pumped. She's like, look at what, because I'm getting my first drum set and it's set up in there, whatever. She's like so pumped. She's like, look at this. And she turns around and just smacks the shit out of that pony wall with her head, like, because she's just like all excited, like shaking. She goes to turn and like that pony, wham! I'm talking like jawline, everything.
Ooh.
Like it's a full head, and it was like, how dogs when they really fuck up, they're like, yeah. So I'm like, I see that happen first, and I haven't even looked over. I'm not even fully in yet, so I'm not even looking over the pony wall. I see nothing
thing you
over
have
here.
Panic over your fucking dog.
Yeah, well, I wasn't panicked. I was just laughing my ass off. Like, gosh, damn! I'm like crouched down. We're like, I know that shit hurt because everybody in the house was like, ooh. But anyways, so she does that. And then I stand up and look over, and I'm like, he's like, "Wow, drums!"
That's
and
so sick.
So my family, I think I told you about this before, but for everyone else, my family my dad and uncle and my grandpa, because my uncle's also a drummer, they would set up
Damn, that's
all
crazy.
3 drum kits in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
They would set up all 3 drum kits in the living room, and my grandma, she played keys in a band with my grandpa.
How fucking cool is this guy's relatives, man?
My grandma played keys, and so she had her own like PA speakers and stuff that she would take, like in case they didn't have anything she could plug into. So she's
So
like,
she's smart too.
right.
Hey,
And-
take fucking lessons from his grandmother, y'all. Bring your
Right.
own shit.
Right.
God.
And so whenever they would set up for Christmas every year, of course, we have a house full of drummers. What's everybody getting for Christmas? New drum shit.
Oh, absolutely. Sticks, heads, whatever.
Everybody got sticks every year. And
My
then,
whole life.
Of course, it was like, what do you want? You know, they would let us know straight up, like beforehand. It's like, we've got enough money to get you like hardware this year, or we've got, you know, new cymbal money, or you know,
God damn, new
like
cymbal
whatever.
money.
Like they would let you know like
That's
what our
fucking
budget
tight.
is. Like, you want drum stuff? Like, this is what we got you
Dude,
on.
cymbals now are fuck you.
Oh,
fuck
dude.
you.
Yeah,
$500
I broke
fucking
one.
dollar. You're so fucking high.
Dude, I broke one at the end of our tour, and
All mine are on payments now.
I think we were in Florida or something. I don't
Morbid
know.
was?
Yeah, Morbid VisionZ, and I broke one of my crash. I think it was literally our last show on the road, and I think we had like a homecoming like
The show.
We came home and played at Venus, and I was still using that same one. You know, once you crack it, it has 0 resonation, so it was like hitting it basically
sizzle.
did nothing. It was just like,
Yeah.
and I was like, God. So I grabbed an old cymbal that I had at the house, which is like the cymbals that I had were all a pack. And so now I have like this other Zildjian. I think they're all Sabian, they're all Sabian. And the one that I threw on there, I think, is a Zildjian. And it's way lower quality. It's way darker. It's like,
dude,
but it's
nothing
what I had.
worse than, because, you know, you're seasoned. You've been playing since you were a child.
Yeah.
And your family are apparently all credited fucking awesome touring musicians too.
Yeah.
So, but you get acquired to like, this is exactly what I want. You spend all those years crafting your thing, and then when something's out of place, like, motherfucker, it's the worst. And drums, it's honestly the worst on drums. I play all the instruments, and never have I been more frustrated than with my drum kit.
And the worst
when something's off about it.
Oh yeah, and the worst thing too is that on that first run that we did, we were gonna go with Gates to Hell for the whole thing, but like I think it was the second day in, third day in, their drummer got like gnarly sick. Like he actually was hospitalized in Florida for like
COVID, maybe?
No. He like was throwing up.
Oh shit!
And he was hospitalized in Florida for like over a week, dude. I think he was there for like 10 days, like bad off.
Bacteria thing.
I don't remember what happened, but it was something like
That's scary.
first stage kidney failure. Like
What
he
the
was,
fuck?
Yeah, he was fucked off pretty bad. I think he's diabetic as well or something too. Like it was just like a lot of bad stuff.
That's scary, dude.
So anyways, I had to drop off. But the thing that really sucked is that I was going to be using his kit. We were going to be sharing a kit to make the tour easier because we were going to be playing every show together every night.
Fuck.
So that left me having to find a new kit every night, dude.
My fucking nightmares. I just want to go home.
So
just take me home.
that
Fuck
left
this.
me with, you know, like this is our first tour
I'm such a
out,
spoiled
and,
rotten
like,
little bitch.
A lot of these dudes are cool that have like booked our stuff. Like I haven't had
See, it would have
any,
had to
like,
have been my drum
issues.
kit. Like, you can play my drum kit.
Right.
I'm so picky, man.
I had to play a lot of local dudes' kits, and like some of them sucked.
No.
Like the kit sucked, or the hardware sucked, or like they didn't have enough stands. Like I only have 3 cymbals.
Luckily,
that
I
I was
have
using.
a few drum kits now because I'm in 2 bands now where I play drums.
Right.
So I have to have 2 separate kits. That has been odd.
So
And I just got new cymbals for the other one. They're
Nice.
so nice, dude.
What'd you get?
Dream.
Ooh.
I got the Dream 22-inch crash ride. Big motherfucker. And then
Are they
finally.
thick?
Huh?
Is it thick?
No.
Real thin?
Real thin.
Nice.
Big, washy, bad
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah.
And then the hi-hats, I finally got my Dream pair of hi-hats, but like Dream also is the name of the company.
You like big hi-hats, don't you?
15-inch.
I knew it. I knew
Yeah,
it.
dude.
I was like, you probably got some 15 inches.
They're so ridiculous.
Hell
I love
yeah.
it. Big toms, big kick drum, big snare drum, big cymbal, everything big.
Did
Minimalist.
You have to order Dream? Is there anywhere local you could that carries it?
They got them in like Kentucky. The only music shop I've ever seen them. Apparently, I did some research. They're dope as fuck, by the way. If you're a drummer and you want cymbals that are affordable, first off, they're affordable.
That's what I was going to ask, if you have some kind of endorsement with them, or if
dude,
you were just...
I paid $250 for the Crash Ride, which most companies want $400 for that.
Oh, yeah, dude. And I still get...
the cheapest pair of hi-hats in their range was $500. Theirs were $350.
Which one was $500?
15-inch, every other brand.
Oh,
name it.
anything.
Meinl, Zildjian, Sabian, you know. Because you want to buy like high-end shit. And they have a buyback program, and they'll do $1 an inch.
No way.
Yeah. For any brand. So you can send them like your broke-ass 20-inch cymbal.
Yeah.
That's $20 off.
Vino's is about to be missing a lot of cymbals.
Why has this got signatures all over it and look like it's 30?
Yeah,
because it is, bitch. Give me my $14.
Y'all said no questions. Yeah. Dude, so back to
oh yeah, you're in your
grandparents
drum set. Yeah.
Right, well, that actually, yeah, let me wrap up on that.
Sorry,
so
I fucking
one of the last
days
that we were playing, I forget where it was. I think it was Mississippi. I think it was Mississippi. I had to use locals kit, and we had got there a little late. I think we showed up like halfway through the opening band set or whatever, which was fine. We got there and we were able to it was like man, I really hope I'm not like forgetting where this was. I think it was Mississippi. It was like a big open barn type deal. It was cool. Like they completely redone the inside. Like from the outside, it was like, what in the hell is this? But you go in, it's like, oh, this place is actually pretty dope.
I had a great time in Mississippi when we played there. We were in Jackson, and it was fucking awesome.
I've played Jackson before, but that was with
your other
Crime Wave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was in like a random warehouse. That was pretty cool too, but it was really weird because it was literally a I mean, I could be remembering it wrong because it was so many years ago.
Sure.
But what I remember is it being like freaking Amazon where like airport,
yeah, just endlessly like playing in the
oh.
corner of a Walmart that's empty.
Yeah. So it was like a giant deal, and like the whole thing's abandoned except for this one little area. And they have huge, like, you know, those like movie theater or whatever, like, or just theater curtains in general, like the thick ass.
Absolutely.
Like, there's
we
just
have
like
some right there.
There's just like some of those that they had like sectioned off in this like area, and there's like, I wouldn't even call it a stage. It was like a riser. Like,
yeah.
You know, this much or whatever.
It's your favorite venue, huh?
Yeah.
That's the stage?
And we had drove there with Jungle Juice, actually.
Nice.
It was Crime Wave and Jungle Juice, and we had drove out there to play with, I don't even remember who we played with. We were supporting some other bands. But I do remember that we had some homies that loaded up in their cars and like just drove from here to go there. Because we were all young at the time. We didn't, you know, whatever.
Miss it.
Yeah.
When you could just put 7 people in a Honda Civic and be like, we're coming too,
yeah,
dude.
And so we went out there to have a good time. And, of course, we did the Crime Wave reports at the time. So, like, those videos are on YouTube and stuff. But I remember vividly at the end of it, they paid us $14 collectively.
Fuck yeah, dude.
For Crime Wave and Jungle Juice. So it was like basically $7 each
$7.
or something. Yeah. And it was,
at least they paid you.
There was like a bigger touring band or whatever that was like on tour. Like we knew it was I don't even remember why we did it. It was literally a one-off. Like Crime Wave and Jungle Juice loaded
probably
up,
for the
drove
bigger
there,
band.
did that, and then drove back.
Shit used to be cool. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's who? Fuck yeah, we'll go out of like who gives a shit? We all got jobs now.
Oh yeah.
We got nothing to spend all this money on. Might as well just fucking go live a dream.
Dude, I think about that all the time. So speaking of, I'd put in for time off for this Tuesday because, you know, tomorrow is Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd put in to take off for Tuesday as well so we could play Memphis. And right now, I think I told you about it, but I've been digging like a trench at this house that we're remodeling to run a new main power line, like from the utility pole to the house, like the breaker panel or whatever. And I've been having to fight through the footing all week. And
fun.
The last thing that I've had to do is try to connect the conduit, like from the end of the run to the house, like where it comes up. But I was fighting the footing, then I got a jackhammer, and then the jackhammer got stuck in the footing. Then I had to get a masonry grinder and cut that out bit by bit.
Shit, dude.
So Anyways, my boss had hit me up and was like, "Hey, were you able to what? I don't even remember what he had. Oh, find any of that conduit that you needed?" And I was like, "No," because I went back to the shop and, like I said, I work by myself, and it just so happened that him and his guy were there at the same time grabbing some material whenever I got there, and so I just bullshitted with them for a minute. And then I went back to the site hoping I'd maybe find some there. Anyways, I didn't find it. And he was like, he had texted me after work Friday and was like, "Did you find any?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Okay, no sweat. We'll just get some Tuesday." And then I didn't think about it until this morning. I'm not going to be there. And I don't think he remembers. And I don't think that the time even got approved.
Oops.
So
yeah.
I'm going to have to hit him up and be like, "I'm supposed to be playing Memphis.
And I'm going to be playing Memphis.
I'm playing Memphis." So I got to remember to hit him up about that. He's pretty cool. I mean, he's probably going to be like, "Well, you missed like last week or 2 weeks." Whenever I had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah,
and it was at like noon.
Yeah.
And I was going to have to drive from Conway to Little Rock and then work for 2.5-ish hours. Because I had to work
pointless.
at Vino's the night before after working all day, you know. And
I
so
know.
I was like, man, with the money I make and then the price of fuel, like I'm going to walk away with roughly $10 in my pocket.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I have
It's
to pay a
rough.
copay whenever I get to the place, and I was like, it just doesn't really make sense for me to
You just
come
took
in.
the whole day off.
Yeah, so I took the whole day off, and like, I'm not gonna say that he was like upset about it. He was like, "I'm not gonna make you come in, you know. Just remember the other guys like in the company, and you've taken off recently." And then I was like, "Yeah, I have." And then I got to think about it. I was like, "Man, I only took off because my mom was in the hospital."
Right.
I was like, "I'm not counting that." And if they try to count it, then you know, like,
Yeah.
whatever. So, anyways, this is gonna be my one time taking off, and yeah, whatever. I mean,
Whatever.
I've been asking for more money forever. Well, whatever, dude.
Dude, I get the same way. That's why I can't have a normal job. I can't.
It
You
sucks,
come
man.
at me one time. I quit a job when I was young, dude, because they wouldn't let me have band practice. They were like, "Oh no, it's your night to work late," and I was like, "It's whatever
No.
Wednesday," like because we had practice same night every fucking. I'm like, "Well,
You
I
guys
told you
already
when I
know.
started here
Yes.
that and he goes, "Well, you know," and I was like, "Well, I'll see you later," and just walked the fuck away.
Yeah.
Got in
I'll
my
either
car
see
and
you when my
drove
next
home.
shift starts, or I'll
Because
see you when
guess
I
what?
get my check.
This job is ass,
Yeah.
and fuck you.
And that's what sucks, man, is that I really love my job. Like the people I work with.
But also,
and, like,
I
the
didn't
stuff
have children.
do.
I was young. I had
Right.
lived with my dad still. Like, you know.
It's just that the amount of money they pay me, dude. I'm driving from Conway all the way to Little Rock. That's 35 minutes, not counting school traffic
Golly,
at the end
man.
of the day.
Do you do all your work in Little Rock?
Yeah, dude. Like all of our work is
Why don't
pretty
you move
close
to
to
Little
our.
Rock?
Because my daughter goes to school in
Oh,
Conway.
okay, fair enough.
You know? And
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
like the Conway School District.
It's a good one.
So, and also my boss and his main guy also live in Conway. So,
Yeah.
like, we have a shop in Conway that we used to work out of when we did cabinets and stuff, but then we got bought out, and so now we work for this guy that's out of Little Rock.
Okay.
So, man, I really enjoy the dude I work with or work for or whatever, however you want to say it, but
Right.
my whole position at that company's changed since I started. Like, I started off just cleaning up sites, you know, which was
Yeah.
tight because I didn't mind that.
Lock
Yeah.
guy's a great job, man. Put your
Yeah.
headphones in and disappear.
Bruh, straight up. I threw my
No
AirPods in. I go out there.
responsibility.
The only thing that pissed me off is that whenever the guys that, like the other contractors, you know, the brick guys, tile guys, carpenter, whoever, would see me out there cleaning up and then would still leave their shit around. And not even like drop pieces of stuff they were cutting, like lunch trash.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'll fucking
Oh,
murder
y'all got
you,
a
Dale.
lot, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Let me
actually-
unload my truck.
I had to shut that down one
Uh-huh.
day. First thing, I walked in and they're like, they knew what I did. It was this carpenter. I think they're actually just cabinet guys rather than carpenters. But anyways, they're like, "Oh, look, we got somebody in here especially for you guys, just to clean up after you or something." I was like, "No, we're not." And the field supervisor was there or something, and he had heard it. He was in the house or something, and he chewed their ass because I went over there and I was like, "I hope you don't think I'm going to be picking up any fucking thing those guys throw down after that shit." Because they were cutting shit inside the house because it was still like new build, so it was like
Right,
fine.
right, right.
There's no
Yeah,
flooring or anything. And they did have a big drop bucket, but they like a lot of these subs were
Oh,
bad
but you're
about
there,
like
baby. Yeah.
they would like tile guys.
Electricians, man.
Tile guys would take our big like trash cans, we'd have him fill that shit up with tile. It's
With
like,
tile.
oh, thanks, man. This is 375 pounds.
Glad
of
I work
tile.
alone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm one man. Like, could I get this out of the house? Yes. Am I going to? No.
Yeah.
I'm going to call my boss, who's going to call your boss, and I'm going to tell them that if you don't come get your shit, we're going to send you an invoice for having to get rid of this, and I'm going to take it into a lot of piles.
I put it where they tell me to.
Right. Well, our guys,
and I'll leave lunch garbage in my car.
Dude, we're such a big company that we have so many subs, and like the houses we built, there's not a single house that we've even touched that's less than $1 million since I've started. Yeah, won't even touch it.
That's a big house.
Yeah, all of them. And so
staircases, every one of them.
Dude, so actually there's this one house we're building right now that's like a little over 10,000 square feet.
Single story?
Single
Fuck
story.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it is long.
Where are they building that bitch, my Mel?
Roland.
Holy fuck. Farmer rich.
There's a whole new there's a whole new neighborhood out there called Waterview. Waterview Estates, and it's all overlooking Lake Maumelle.
Oh.
And it's they're beautiful houses. The owner of our company lives out there.
10,000 square foot, one story. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I wish I could see that.
That's
my favorite kind of shit.
There's a ton of cedar too, inside and outside, huge big cedar beams going across the roof and stuff.
Dude.
We installed all the windows. There's a his and her garage, dude. 2 separate
What?
ones. Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Yeah.
Money.
Living it up.
Kurt couldn't be more bored.
One of the other houses that we're doing in this one of the other houses we're doing in the same neighborhood, I was just in it the other day because I don't ever pay attention to the plans because I'm not the one building it. They'll have me go do certain things like cut out some of the concrete or dig a hole or go frame this up, bend this rebar, just whatever. On top of general duties, which is cleaning up and stuff.
Yeah.
I finally went there after it's been more kitted out, plumbers and stuff came in.
Yeah.
And saw that one end of the house is 4 rooms that are the exact same, and all 4 of them have an entire full bathroom in them.
Yep.
This house has 7 bathrooms.
I've done houses like that.
2 laundry
Custom
rooms.
shower in every room.
Yeah. Well, no, these are just cookie cutter. These are all the exact same. Literally, these, so you walk to the end of this house, and it's so you're looking at the house this way. And then you walk into the front of it, and you walk to this end, and there's 2 rooms here, on this far end, right? And if you're standing inside this first room, so you walk down and you're standing in it and you're looking this way, your bathroom goes into that right side up there, and then your tub's right here, right?
Right.
Well, in that room, there's a closet right there on the other side of the wall from that tub. In the other room, it's the opposite way. There's a tub here, and that's where your closet is. And then on the other side of the hallway, same thing.
Still.
And then next to that. Yeah, and then next to that, like I was saying, there's 2 laundry rooms. There's the laundry room over here, and then there's all the way across the house, another laundry room over there. And this isn't the 10,000 square foot house. This is another one.
we did a drug lord's house once that had it had 9 custom showers in the house, and none of them were smaller than 6 by 5.
Yeah, dude.
They were massive.
I love some of the bathrooms in these houses because all these houses are custom. All these guys just do what they want.
Hidey hole in it, so you could pull the refrigerator hole. The whole thing was on wheels, but you couldn't see any of it. It was so well done.
Yeah, and I'm sure the fridge was huge and it was probably heavy, so it probably wasn't an easy task.
It was cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Just walk right through and boom, you're in there.
Yep.
And then close it up and it looked like nothing was there.
There was a house I was in recently that we did.
It had a gun turret in it.
It had a what?
The house had a gun turret.
Nice.
In the house. It was like a legit drug lord's house.
One of my old foremen.
Fucking incredible
whenever
place.
I did the cabinet still, before we had let this guy go because he was a total fucking dingus. Dude, he was great at what he did, but he had done woodwork for this company or cabinets or whatever for this.
You ever try to build a drum set?
I looked into it. That's a big undertaking. So I brought it down and I was like, maybe I'll build my own drumstick. That's an even bigger undertaking. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to try to do, was just turn one. And it ended up, it was actually funny because my boss had talked to me about that. Because my boss is a real good, I'd say my boss, and I don't know what the mental image anybody has of him is. He's only a few years older than I am. He's married to a girl I graduated with. Okay?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So great dude. And his main guy that's next to him, like, I'm pretty sure we're both the same age, or maybe he just turned 30 or something. So like, we're all pretty close in age. Like we're like when we hang out, like we're fucking off. But he is very well versed and experienced in what he does, and they are both incredibly hard workers. And like, they both have 2 kids, dude. Both of them have 2 kids, and both of them had their kids at the same time. Both times.
Jesus.
Yeah. They both are like, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, so are we. Oh, we're pregnant again. So are we.
Jesus.
Yeah. And
then, if you're going to be friends, why not?
So they both had babies this year, and then I'm about to have 2.
Holy fuck.
But anyways, going back to the stuff I've done at work, man, I started off with just cleaning up. And then they found out I could pull trailers, so they had me start picking up and delivering materials. Then they found out I could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So they'd have me go here, do this, go here, do that. Oh, you can run equipment, you know. And it's like, oh, okay. Now I have guys that are doing what I was doing. I'm no longer even in that position. There's new guys hired doing that position, and I'm still making the same freaking money, dude.
I see where this is going.
I haven't gotten any pay raises, and I'm like 12 steps. So that's why my boss was able to give me like permission to start posting up, like, hey, we can do work with the machines.
Well, I mean,
because he wants to get me more money, but it's like,
if that's the way to do
like
it, but
3
it's
more.
It kind of sucks though. The way to make more money is to like do more work.
Right.
That sucks.
Exactly. And
it's like I'm already working
get paid on the
10 hours
1st
a day.
and 15th, which really sucks.
Which Vizions is like that too, which I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought there was bi-weekly. I didn't know there was like twice a monthly. Matter of factly, oh, and if it's on Saturday, fuck you.
So
that's crazy.
With our company, if it's on a Saturday, we'll get it on a Friday.
You know, my first paycheck was at Vizions for like 3.5 weeks. I didn't even know. They were like, you got a paycheck up here. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, you got to understand, I haven't had a job like this in a very long time.
Right. So the way that you work, you're one-man show, right? Like, you do your bidding and do all the work, right? So do you typically do like a percentage up front and then the rest upon completion, or what?
No, because I don't provide shit. It's all at
they
the end.
get the material and you just do the work?
I don't do nothing. All I do is show up with tools and do the work.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
And if they're old,
it's even easier, too.
If they're old, I'll go get the stuff, like, just because, you know, throw them a solid. And they usually tip for that. They'll usually, like, you know, toss a couple $100 in on there. But, no, I had to streamline it, because what you do is you start shooting your own fucking foot off, especially when you work alone. You overpromise, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And then you're like, fuck, dude, I'm wore out by the time I get here.
Yeah, because I have to.
Yeah. Or, you know, used to, they'd expect you to provide something like thin set or something. Bitch.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not taking it with me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Nothing I bring to your house doesn't fucking leave your house. If it's staying here, motherfucker, that's yours.
Yeah.
Suck shit. At it. That's right. It's yours.
Yeah.
You're paying for the fucking talent, asshead.
That's something that really sucked about the end of the projects that we would complete. Like, and even still, we'll do it. So, like, we'll have the tile guys come in, the painters come in, like, all the subs, right? And there'll be leftover paint that's custom ordered paint. Yeah. Leftover tile, leftover backsplash, leftover whatever. And then they want it all stored. Well, where do they want it fucking stored? In the goddamn attic. So now you're carrying up 5-gallon buckets of paint, fucking floor adhesive glue.
I still do that, too.
Floor paint, you know, like, man.
But I tell people, like, look, if your backsplash fucks up, there's no need to keep this. Take it back and get your money back. Because if it fucks up, your house is flooded or a tree fell in it.
Yeah.
Ain't no saving it. So, like, but like on the floor, keep like 5 pieces. Right. Because anything past that, you've got a bigger issue. There's like after, you know, I've been doing it for 20 fucking years. So after a while, you kind of get to know, like, well, if it's past this amount, something else is wrong, and you're not going to use this anyway. There's no need to have 4.
We're going to have to take more out than what you're going to be able to have on hand. That's going to make sense to keep on hand.
There's no need to have 4 boxes of tile left over.
So, yeah,
take
that's
that shit
the
back
thing.
to Lowe's.
Nah, dude. Like, the houses we're doing are so fucking big. The last house I remember taking tile up to, I had to have one of the bosses boss's son help me take the shit up.
You talking about the big panels?
No.
Okay. Have you seen those yet?
Yes, I have.
How much one of those?
I think we did between backsplash and it, he was like, yeah, it's like 15 boxes or something. We got there, dude. It was
so much extra.
It was 42.
42 extra boxes of flooring.
Tile. like different kinds of
That's
tile,
enough to do the whole job
like
again.
for your showers.
Oh,
for
everything's
your
different. Yeah, the shower
backsplash.
floor,
Yeah,
the backsplash is different. Yeah, it's all different.
Yeah,
now.
and none of this was. Well, I take that.
There
back.
used to be
Some
two
of it
tiles,
was.
the floor and the wall.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
now
like I said, the houses we're doing are
everything.
huge.
Yes.
So like every bathroom they want different. They don't want it.
There's 3 tiles per shower.
Some of these
minimum.
houses they'll like demo the entire house that was on the property before and then build an entirely new house. But sometimes they'll keep some of the things from the old house to put in the new house.
Right. These beams were from this 1847 shed.
So one of the houses that we just these people kept the hand railing out of this house, right?
Yeah.
That goes up to the second floor, and we demoed the whole house or whatever, kept their hand railing and stuff, and we're building a new house, and it just dawned on me recently, there's no second floor on their new house. What the fuck did we keep this? It's not, because it's angled 4 stairs, you know what I mean? So like it goes up like this.
Yes.
You can't sit it down or it's going to be like it's
going to look funny. Yeah.
What are you guys doing with this? Why is it at our shop? Where are we going to put it when you just remember that we have this? There's another house we took 40-something doors out of it, and they wanted to keep them.
God damn.
Yeah. They wanted to keep them because they're made out of real wood and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
All the doorknobs had to come off and stuff. And it's like, well, now all these doors need to be reworked, and we're not reworking
every
them.
one of them.
But we still have them.
Got a door guy.
Why are we still holding on to these 40-something doors? Like,
dude, I love it.
We've had them for a year. Like, dude, we've got so much stuff sitting around. It's crazy.
Construction, baby. It's the worst
and
the best. It's the best because you can kind of like leave and come back. You know, most metal dudes in metal bands, when you ask them what they did before that, it's either food service or
always,
construction.
Yeah.
Because that's the 2 jobs you're guaranteed to be able. Look, man.
If you're good at it, somebody's going to take you.
I can quit doing construction tomorrow, and in 5 years, immediately start doing construction again.
Yep.
You know, you just walk onto a job site and go, I can do this. And they'll go, there's the thing, we're paying, start by the hour.
Yeah.
You know,
see,
it's
that's
pretty simple.
That's the thing is that I feel like I'm getting gypped where I'm at because I started and they were like, yeah, we'll pay you this much to go and keep our sites clean or whatever. And it's like, I'm not doing that anymore. And like, if you look up the average
you're in charge
salary
of a whole operation,
yeah, if you look up the average salary of the job I'm doing,
my brother's in that same boat,
just
dude.
operating a skid steer and stuff. It's like 60, 70 a year. Like, I don't need that. I should like 50.
What his average salary is double what he makes for the job he's in for every other company in the United States. It's like, man, that's a bummer.
And coming from pipelining too, dude, I was making 6 figures and I was just big dick in it. Or I was on track to make 6 figures if I would have worked full years. But I was only
whenever
working.
I wanted.
Yeah, I was only working 6, 7, 8 months.
But how do you play music when you did that? You didn't? Oh, so there's a gap in your. So
so I had played with. I was afraid. I was playing with them for a long time, and then I'd stopped playing with them whenever I went to the Marines, and then I got out of the Marines, started doing construction.
Well, how old were you when you went? Like 19?
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
And then got out of the Marines, came back. I was doing construction, and then in 2015, I was afraid needed a drummer for a tour they were doing, and it was a month-long tour. And
so you stayed gone for a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I came back. Or I did that tour with them, but they had, I think Pat was playing for them at the time, or was about.
Maybe he just couldn't do it.
Like, I wasn't the drummer again. But anyways, I did that tour, and then I didn't play anything for a while. What was the next thing I did? I think the next thing I did after that was Evan and I started a band called Victim of Pain.
That's right.
I
forgot you did something with Evan.
Yep. We did Victim of Pain.
Did y'all ever play shows?
Yeah, we played a few shows.
I'm the shitty friend who never saw him. I remember you playing with him because he was telling me about it.
We had played at Soundstage. We played at downtown.
Shit.
Yeah.
So this is a while back.
Yeah. This is like 2015 or so. Because actually, whenever I got back from that tour with I Was Afraid, Evan was living at what we call the America House in Conway on Ash Street.
Ah.
And Ted was hanging out over there, and I don't remember if he had just gotten a new amp or what the deal was, but he had written some stuff that he wanted to jam. and I jammed with him, and that was actually the beginning of what Peach Blush was going to become.
Holy shit.
So I jammed that stuff with him, and I still have the recordings on my phone, like voice memo stuff.
Hell
It ended
yeah.
up becoming Peach Blush songs, but yeah, he kept that going. But I started doing construction again, like retention systems, and I was traveling for that. So I was in Virginia, Maryland, Wisconsin, like I was all over the place. And so I would come back and just crash on their couch for a week or two, and then I'd go out doing what I was doing again. And I think...
Was Morbid VisionZ the next thing?
No, Morbid VisionZ didn't start till COVID.
Right. Did you play it?
I'm pretty sure I did.
That's a big gap, like 2015 to 2020.
I didn't play live for a long time.
Dude, that sucks. That would hurt my feelings.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure actually that's exactly what it was. If I remember right.
That long?
No, I think Victim of Pain was even before that, because if I remember right, I had played the last show that I played with I Was Afraid was at the Rose City Tattoo Parlor, because CT was filming a documentary at the time called A Dead Bee Makes No Honey. And we played on like a trailer or something like that. And he had filmed that, and I'm pretty sure I remember the first Morbid VisionZ show, which was Mutants of the Monster Fest at Vino's. I'm pretty sure I remember saying, like, this is the first time I played since that show in 2015. So maybe it was like a...
Holy shit.
Yeah, maybe that was a 5-6 year gap, dude.
Damn,
I think it
dude.
was, yeah.
Did you play it all in between, like just at your house, or was it like my shit's collecting dust, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
No, I'd always missed it. So whenever I was gone, I was like, man, I really wish I could play drums. But whenever I was pipelining and working retention system and stuff, dude, I'm in hotels and apartments.
Oh, yeah,
you know
it ain't
what I mean?
no playing
so, like,
drum. You're playing on a desk, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And, like, what's the point? You know, because
bored going this.
Yeah, because I can practice all I want, but then I don't know when I'm going home. Those pipeline jobs, where like whenever we start the job, we work until the job is over. Which
no matter what.
This is how long it's projected to last, but shit goes wrong. You know,
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So
6 months turns into a year real quick.
So I kept up, you know, with music in general. Of course, every time I'd come home, I was going to shows or going to shows when I could.
Or hanging around the people that are in the fucking, you know, in the thick of it.
Yeah. And so, I stuck around, like, listening to everybody's new bands that were popping up and everybody doing new stuff. That's what it was I was doing. I remember now. Josh Delac and I started a band, and we called it RX Queen, Prescription Queen, which is a Deftones song.
Okay.
But we did that. I forgot. Yeah, we did that for like 5 years, but we never played a single show. We went and recorded. We never
so you were in a band, you just never...
Yeah, it was literally just whiskey and just shed.
So like as rock. You would come back, you would like, just add to it.
And this was just like rock, like alternative stuff. Very Queens of the Stone Age type stuff. And
good shit.
We had a bunch of members that came through, dude. Like, and we only had the same like 5 songs. Like, I don't think we ever wrote. Like,
we had to keep fucking reteaching them. Yeah,
pretty much, dude. Because I remember I was working in New York, and Delac had sent me like a riff that he had written, or like a little pretty guitar intro thing, and then I came home from that job, which was one of the last jobs that I worked on the road doing construction. Because I'd quit doing it when my daughter was born, and then money got tight, and I was working at Chili's and stuff. And so I was like, all right, they called me, and they were like, hey, we need you in Virginia. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yep. And I was at Chili's, and I just went in the manager's office and told him, and he was like, so when's your last day? I said, today.
Right now, as a matter of fact.
Was like, well,
I got to go pack.
Yeah, he was like, well, send me a postcard. He was cool about it.
That's cool.
But,
wasn't Chris Flores, was it?
No, but he's who got me the job.
Okay, cool.
Because he's always been the homie forever. I actually started that job.
I don't think he works at Chili's anymore.
No,
Crazy
no, he doesn't. He runs O'Malley's Irish Grill in Conway now.
That's dope.
But yeah, dude.
O'Malley's.
I left there.
Welcome.
And went and did that construction job. Delac sent me that. Went home, and then I'd worked overnight at a produce warehouse with him. His dad was our boss.
Okay.
And on our nights that we didn't work, since we were nocturnal, we would go out to this shed way down way out in the middle of nowhere in Conway, and just jam way into the night. It was just me and him.
I love that.
But we had so many people that would come over, and we would jam until we got tired of it, and then we would just go to the bar.
That's the best.
Yeah, dude. I miss those days so
I
much.
miss times like that so fucking much, man.
And whenever we
Just
didn't feel
sitting in
like
my
jamming,
shed.
we would I would just go pick him up. We'd go to Bears Den until it closed down, and then we'd drive to Little Rock and go to one of the dance clubs. I go to the disco and just dance all night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. We had so much fun.
Couple of fucking metal up looking dudes dancing.
Oh,
Love
yeah,
that.
dude. And we'd go to
Love
I don't remember what it is now, but one of the rooms used to be the electro room or techno room or whatever, and we'd go in there, and there's and we're just having a great time.
Fucking
dude.
drunk already? Doesn't matter. Yeah.
5 in the morning, we're finally leaving. It's dinner time for us.
Right.
So we're hitting wherever to get some food that's awake.
Waffle House.
Yeah, or that's open. And if the stores, if
that store's not awake, dude, that store's asleep.
Yeah, dude. And so we would leave the produce warehouse, so we'd always have hella dope produce at the house. So we would just have to hit the store to get meat or whatever to make whatever we wanted.
Spaghetti.
So we would cook all the time.
$4.
Spaghetti taco.
Dude, we get heirloom cherry tomatoes, expensive produce that you don't just see all the time.
Josh is a foodie. So, dude, he's so picky. He's makes Vino's extra cook the pizza, and he's and when one of it's bad, he'll just throw it down and be like, I don't even want this.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, he swears up, and the thing that he doesn't understand is that he's I want it to taste like this, the by the slice. It's well, that's because they cooked it by the slice, and then they recooked it by the slice when they throw it's and it's thinner, and they're trying to hook you up with a thicker, more topping pizza when you order a full pizza. If you want to buy the slice, go get the by the slice.
When he does it extra, I like it cooked a little.
No, it's great.
So different.
It's great, but that's the thing is it's getting double cooked. That's what you have to tell them if that's what you want, you dingus. But what's so funny is that he knows that he's too picky because he's tried to get me to be the one to go tell him to cook. He's just go tell him that the pizza for the back.
I've seen him do it.
Well done. Yeah. Apple.
They're gonna spit in it this time. I tell him every time.
Dude, he does that shit. He's done that for his entire life. Even still, him and his dad live together too, and him and his dad will get into it about whatever. I think his dad lit a cigarette in the apartment the other day. Maybe he was walking out, or I don't know what it was, but he texted me because I was on my way over. He's like, hey, whenever you come in, tell my dad, oh, it smells like shit in here. It smells like cigarette. Because if I'm the only one that goes after it,
it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's if you ask my mom if you can stay the night. That fool, we're 30 years old, and he's like, tell my daddy when you walk in, it stinks.
Love that, dude. I fucking love that.
But Josh has been my best friend for longer than anybody. Him and I
There's
remember,
nothing truer than that. If you ask my mom, she'll say yes. She likes you.
Dude. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is that his mom and I have a great, I'm one of her kids basically.
I used to get made fun of because I liked people's parents more than I liked hanging out with them.
Yeah, dude.
Legit.
His mom was hot too. I mean, she still is.
I've known a couple hot moms, a couple hot teachers too. Whew.
Yeah.
Shout out Miss McDougal, my lord.
Nice.
She was.
Dude, there was a teacher that I used to kick it with in high school, after school. We would drink and stuff, but
we had one of those. She got caught pretty quick and fired promptly. She was a principal.
Everybody thought that we were hooking up or something, but we definitely weren't. We never did any.
Sure.
Nothing even remote. Dude, I would be bragging about that shit.
I would too. Yeah. For sure. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do nothing.
Oh man.
God. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
God. So anyways, we would hang out all the time after school and drink and stuff, but then she ended up getting let go. Not even because of that, but because of there was that real important test that you take at the end of the year.
SATs?
No, not your senior year, just every year in high school, your end of semester test. That's what it is.
Oh.
So it was the big important
test.
shit.
Yeah.
So you have to switch teachers and all that stuff.
I'm like, what's an important test?
She was, they make you swap teachers and stuff to make sure no teachers are favoring students and shit like that. Or I don't know if they did where you went, but that's what they did for us because Conway was so fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 700 something or 600 something kids graduate in my class. But anyways, story has it, I don't know this for sure. everybody that was in the class that she was overseeing for the semester test had decided they were going to all just like throw in change together to get donuts for the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave it, like, designated one girl to go get it, and the other girl had another girl in that class that rode with her to school. They got there late, and they had donuts, and they were like truant, and also like it was during semester test, so it was like a federal offense based on like the schools.
Right.
So
Here's this
basically, they were
dumbass rule we have.
They were caught truant during a really important test, and they had donuts. And then they said the teacher said we could, and then she got in trouble for allowing students to leave campus. And from what I understand, that's what like was.
We didn't even have that word when I was in school. Truant wasn't a thing, dude.
Yeah.
You could just go. No one gave a fuck.
I remember kids getting caught all the time because
what a dumb fucking thing. Who gives a shit?
A quarter mile from the high school, there's a Taco Bell.
We had
600
people too, but we lost 100 due to like death and drug and like
That's pretty cool.
No, not like legit, like dropping out, and between deaths and dropouts, we lost 100 fucking kids.
I don't remember how many we had. I'm pretty sure our retention system's pretty good, though.
It was pretty bad. No, ours was pretty fucked up, and that school was pretty fucked up.
It's pretty decent.
But we didn't have none of that shit. That word wasn't a fucking word.
Mm-hmm.
You're truant. If somebody said that, I'd be like, what is that?
That's also a different time period, too, though.
Yeah.
Like,
very.
We're a lot more, I mean, not that our generations are that far from each other, but like
something happened quick. Between mine and yours,
the
it was
parental
like,
difference, yeah.
Quick,
yeah,
man.
like or not me, but like our generation in general is very sheltered. There's a lot of people that are still
I'm
figuring
from the latchkey generation.
out.
They were like, you were like, you're 11. Here's the key to the house. We'll be at work.
That happened to me a lot.
My whole house got robbed, and I was at home like 4 hours before my dad was. They backed up a truck to my house and stole everything. Not some shit. They stole everything we owned, all of it.
They moved us out for free.
My dad came home and was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, literally. And then, so the neighbors said they saw a moving truck, and they thought we were moving.
I thought you were talking about a pickup truck.
No, they're like a U-Haul.
Well, once you said everything, I picked up on it.
And my dad comes home. Blah blah. Anyway, I was 12 when that happened.
We lived in a shed. It was pretty easy.
I was 12.
Jesus.
So like I was home long before he got home, and it was dark already. I was just sitting at the front door. I was like, I'm ready to go. He's like, what do you mean? And he looks inside. He goes, what the fuck? And anyway, I thought we moved. Yeah, look legit.
Funny story.
Adults in that day didn't explain themselves to kids. You just went along. That's why when he came home,
deserve it.
No, fuck no, dude. You snotting everywhere, shitting on things.
Snotting.
No, you suck.
Yeah.
And so when he came home, that was kind of normal. I was just like, oh, so we moved. Because we moved a lot. When I was 16, I'd already lived in 16 houses.
I went to almost every single elementary school in Conway. We moved after we signed a year lease everywhere we went, and we moved after every year lease, and it wasn't just right down the street.
Ours was basically that.
So by the time I got to middle school, I knew a bunch of people. Then by the time I got to high school, I knew everyone because I met them all in elementary school. Like, I remember you.
Hey, you're from Pierce.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to high school, I'd already known like a lot of people. So it worked out for me in that sense. And really, I credit every bit of success I have in my entire life in any capacity is because of all the connections I made in Conway. Like all the friends, and I mean, let me say Conway. Mostly, there's just friends in general.
That's
but
kind of how it works.
Coming from a city that's as big as Conway is, and as many successful people as there are in Conway, like parent-wise and stuff, and like the kids that I grew up with, dude.
Well, and didn't you work at Soundstage for a while too?
Yeah. Evan and I were running that together whenever it finally went under. I was actually going to Toadsuck, and I had a key to the place, and one of our old bands, Distiller, had practice.
Fucking Distiller, dude. That was a good band.
Yeah. If you like Distiller, keep your eyes and ears open.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's an exclusive.
Oh, shit, Kurt. We out here getting exclusive, baby. Damn, son.
But,
I did like that band.
I'm not a one-trick pony, and I've been with Morbid VisionZ long enough. I got to spread my wings a little bit. We're going to have to do 2 bands now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Everybody else in the fucking band is. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I think the only other people in the band that aren't in multiple bands is Delac and I. Because I think Drew's with Peach Bliss. I don't know that he's, like, full-time, but I played, like, all the last few shows, so maybe. And then, Ted and Evan.
Oh yeah,
I was afraid. Pet, freaking everything else.
I'm in every other band in the state.
Yeah. So what band's playing?
Well, the good thing is I'm in 4 bands, but one of those bands could play its own show.
Oh yeah,
like it's just it's the same people members. Just interchanged, and it's different styles.
That's something that Delac and Drew.
Because I like playing multiple styles.
Right.
I don't like being locked into one thing. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be a one.
I play in a pop rock band. I play in a fucking punk rock band. I play in a southern metal band, and then whatever the fuck my ass to war is, post hardcore we'll call it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to the story. Yeah.
Sorry.
Keep your eyes on the distiller stuff. But
that makes me.
I
so
was
happy.
going to Soundstage to check on the gear because one thing that everybody knows about Toad Suck Weekend in Conway is that it's gonna fucking rain and there might be a tornado. Like it's always the worst fucking dude.
God forbid they move the date.
It's like, dude, it's like the first weekend in May every year. I think is like what the idea is, and I can like. Dude, I remember multiple years tornado sirens while I'm at the fest. Like
that's my birthday too. Is in that same first week of May, and always I've had so many birthdays with tornadoes going off, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
So, anyways, I'm going to Toad Suck. I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I'm like, I'm gonna pop in over here to Soundstage and check on our gear because we had practiced and we just left it there, but. We had taken it all off the stage. Like we weren't assholes. We didn't just leave it on the stage. We had taken it all down and put it, side stage like anybody would, anywhere.
Right.
And
like
you remember Soundstage.
Look at you, Vino's crew.
Right. Like, so at Soundstage, it's just like Vino's is. It was a concrete
shotgun.
ground. Yep. Yeah, brick walls. So we had our stuff over on the brick wall on the side. And I was just going to pop in and check it out while I went to put my key in, and the lock was all fucked up. And so I was like, I knew immediately whenever I stuck it in there that it was not the because you could feel the pins had like a good spring to them. Because the old Soundstage, like you had to put it in there and Joe Dirt the fucking ignition.
Oh, I remember. Oh yeah,
or not Joe Dirt, Ace Ventura.
I can't tell you how many times I've been to Soundstage and watched either Sarah or Brandon try to jimmy the door open. And you're like, do you want me to just get my fucking knife out and break in?
Whenever I got my own key to Soundstage, Josh Ingram, R.I.P., had to give me a master class on how to open the fucking front door because he was like, dude, because he told me straight up, it was either him or somebody else had gotten the key and like didn't get the class or whatever, and they were like they couldn't get in, like
it was pretty impossible.
It was like a whole thing because of if I had to take a wild guess, probably Brandon breaking into it a bunch because he lost his key or whatever. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Brandon Lonez.
Legit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. You stink.
But
you're a shitty person.
Yeah. Anyway, so we couldn't get in, and I'd hit up Evan and everybody else, and then DJ Burton, of course, was in the band, and he wasn't fucking around because his, I don't know if anybody. DJ Burton has 5150 tattooed across his belly, and it's not for police code. That dude loves 51. His 5150 head was his baby. Yeah, dude. And
it's modded too, goddammit.
Yeah, dude. So he had his 5150 locked in there with his cab and maybe his guitar too.
Hey, I'm the same way, dude. Fuck you. You're not taking my shit.
Yeah. So Josh Delac had his stuff in there too, and
y'all smashed the door window.
And so no, we were close though, but
going through the skylight.
Because we just called Ingram, and Ingram and the dude he was like, I'll take care of it. Don't sweat it. Go do your thing at Toad Suck, whatever. And then it wasn't very long after that. I don't remember if it was that day, but it was some time had passed. I don't remember all specifically, but I remember like the highlight parts. Ingram hits me up and he's like, hey, I just talked to Brandon. He's in town. He told me to meet him at Soundstage if you want to meet me up there too. So I drove up there, and Ingram's car was out front. There was no lights on in Soundstage, and the door was locked. I was like, what the fuck? So I was beating on it, and I'd let DJ, of course, know, and I let Delac know, like, hey, we're getting into Soundstage. Let's go get our shit out of there. And I think DJ, DJ was the first one to show up because I was beating on the door and nobody would open it. Well, DJ showed up, and then he just took his pocket knife off of his belt and he just goes, bang, bang, bang. Like he was like, either this glass is going to break or somebody's going to come open this fucking door.
Either way, I'm getting my shit.
Yeah. And so it takes like 10 whole seconds of him doing that. And what do you know? Brandon and Ingram are right there opening the door. And we walk in, and it's a fucking mess. Ransacked. Everything's gone. The snake to the crow's nest, all the PA speakers, everything in the crow's nest. Like, everybody's gear except my drums was gone. And the reason for that is I don't know if you knew this, but whenever I was little, my dad worked for Matt White of Whitewater Tavern.
I didn't know that.
My dad worked for his mom. So I lived with him and his brother and their mom, and Matt and his brother were in high school at the time, and they frequented Soundstage. They skated. They were punk dudes, you know.
Yeah.
And so I had grown up going to Soundstage whenever I was in like kindergarten, whenever it was still at the place behind where. So Soundstage was on Van Ronkel before.
Right.
And it was like, I think Brandon and Sarah were living in it at the time before it moved up to where it was known to be at, on Oak Street. But I got to go to that, and I remember it still having like framing in there that wasn't complete. Like the framing on the walls was there, but there was no insulation or drywall or anything.
Awesome,
like they were still building it. And I remember seeing Drew, Matt's brother. He like was the king of every time a punk band would start. He was front flipping off the stage, which is my key thing that I was always doing whenever I was still stage diving all the time. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure that my stuff, like, because Brandon stole all that shit, no matter how you fucking look at it. I'm pretty sure the only reason my stuff wasn't stolen is because I grew up, like, he'd known me since I was a kid.
Right.
It's like, man, fuck that. Like, I'm glad my stuff wasn't taken, but at the same time, like,
still all my friend shit is gone.
Yeah. And I mean, not to say that.
And then dude bounces to fucking Vegas.
Of course.
Abandons his
he's
family
back
and
now
everything.
somewhere, because I remember somebody
I keep seeing
was
his posts now.
Oh, really? Somebody was
posting.
telling me that they were at a come and go one morning and they saw him there, and he owns like a lawn company or something.
I'm gonna be famous, man.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Yeah, Universal's gonna give us a front for $100,000, and we're gonna put it all into Soundstage.
That's right. And I'm gonna buy a lot of this.
Oh yeah. So what had happened with Soundstage? The reason it got shut down is because Brandon didn't own the building. Obviously, it's part of a strip downtown.
Right.
Like
Paying rent.
Yeah.
He
was
don't
paying
own
rent,
that.
and he didn't pay rent for a long time, and so the owner of the building came and changed the lock.
That's how it happens.
And so he came back, and I guess the owner was like, "You can go in, but you need to get your shit." So he did. And then was like, "Oh, everything got stolen."
Yeah.
So, and nothing ever came of it that I know.
No, never will. It's not enough.
And the reason we know everything
The
was
cops
stolen
don't
was
care.
because you know what Brandon had showed up at there in, and that what was backed up to the back of
A
it.
trailer?
No, a fucking Winnebago.
Oh, a Winnebago.
Yeah.
Oh, there went
Big enough to haul whatever the fuck you want out of there.
right.
I mean, I don't think there's anything in it at the time, but
Weird you
didn't need to
picked
be.
this car to drive here in. on all days.
It literally looked just like the one from Breaking Bad.
But does that mean your friend was there helping, or was he like
No.
old boy that was there with him before they answered the door?
Josh Ingram?
Yeah.
No. That guy was like 100% on our side. That dude was the coolest of cool. If there was any cooler, that guy was
Right. Okay.
as solid as it comes.
Just weird that he's in there too. You know.
Well, he was in there trying to get the scoop from Brandon, and then he didn't know how to, like, because he's the one who was like, hey, he told me to come up there, like, before Brandon said shit, because he didn't know what he was going into. He was like, oh, Brandon's in Soundstage. And he told me to come, not knowing that he was going to show up and Brandon was going to try to give him the whirlwind. Well, now I'm showing up, and he's like, I don't have anything to tell him, because, you know, Ingram was really tight with me and Evan, because we didn't get paid ever.
No, I can't
Evan
imagine
and I,
that you did.
dude, I'm telling you, like, I think the most money Evan and I ever made, I think we made $20.
What?
Yeah.
That's not enough.
No, like, we would go without, like, there was a lot of times we'd have to turn bands away, like, because Brandon would book a show from Vegas. Somebody, whoever, would figure out who owned Soundstage and talk to him. Maybe it's through a Soundstage Facebook or something. I don't know. But he would book shows and then not tell us in Arkansas running the venue that there was a show. And so sometimes we would just get a random, like, sometimes Brandon would call Ingram, who would call us, and then...
What the fuck?
Or sometimes it would be local bands that would figure out who to get in touch with us, and we'd have to be like, look, we can't even afford the electricity to let you guys play. There was 2 local bands one time. So dumb. There was 2 local bands, and it was not bands that were, like, anybody would remember. There was people that I went to high school with that were in, like, jazz band and stuff like that. Like, it was like, whatever. And they had, like, the band and, like, 3 people show up, you know, like girlfriends, sisters, or whatever, like nobody's, because it was 2 bands, so it's like they had a total of 8 attending, you know, besides themselves. And we told them, like, we can't afford
And they're all on the guest list, too, by the way.
Yeah, right, right. We were like, so we can't afford to even let you guys play because you guys obviously didn't promote this show. We had no idea it was happening. Now we're all standing here with the lights on talking about this. And they were playing, like, I think Juanita's the next night. And this was, like, newest Juanita's, the last Juanita's. That was open, right?
Downtown Juanita's?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Juanita's 2.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they were playing both, so we were like, oh, okay, fine. So they're playing tomorrow night, no big deal. Juanita's is obviously a step above soundstage anyways.
A little bit.
Yeah. So
minus the 40-foot stage they constructed.
Right. And so we told them, we can't afford the electricity, and they offered to pay us to let them play.
Nuh-uh.
So we did.
That was the $20?
Yeah. No, I think they gave us like because I think we had to come up with a number, obviously.
Sure.
And I don't remember how we did, but I think it was like we came up with like $60, and it was like 20.
Sure.
Because
there's 3 of us.
Because at that time we were thinking
how much is Taco Bell right now?
Because what we were that's exactly what Evan and I did. Yeah,
of course
Evan and I lived together. So I think
we're gonna eat so good tonight, dude.
Yeah. So we left there, and we usually would take all the money that we made from the show and give it to Ingram. Like we would pay the bands, like if there's a touring band or whatever. Like Evan obviously would handle that, but all the leftover money we would just give to Ingram, so that way he could give it to Brandon, however, so he could pay the rent and the utilities.
Right. Yeah. So
we never got paid just because we wanted to make sure there was enough money going to keep the venue open, because we were both like 18, and at the time we still had the Taco Bell meal deal, get a beefy 5-layer bag of Doritos and a medium drink for like $4.
Absolutely,
dude.
We don't need much.
Yeah. So we were
cool. Having the time of our lives.
Right. We were kicking it, and so
he's taking advantage of that full.
Right.
Force.
So that night, whenever those guys played, we were like, fuck, dude, these guys aren't like, whatever. Like, we have the lights on, and they didn't have like real amps and stuff. Like, they had combos and stuff.
Right.
So, like, they really weren't pulling that much
Shout
power.
out to the combo
they didn't
era.
even want the fucking lights turned off, like the main lights. So that we
my
basically
God.
just let them practice for their show at Juanita's.
There you go.
And so that's one of the nights that we decided, we were like, you know what? Fuck Brandon. So we all just kept the 20 for ourselves, just so that way we each had gas or whatever.
And some
Evan
tacos, baby.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Evan and I had
2 meal deals tonight.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We played Call of Duty and for her fucking Halo or whatever was popular back then.
Yeah, dude.
Some
Evan
sort of
and
first-person shooter.
What would we do? We would go back, and Evan was always doing something on his phone with booking, or Evan's been the same dude for his entire life.
Yeah.
And I was the one, because I'd lived with Hunter Deaver at the time too, vocalist of Kill Order.
Oh, okay.
And he was a vocalist of Crime Wave at the time. And him and I would play Halo, and we had a Xbox account that was called Booty Fresh. And he had like a character that he would like do whenever we were playing online. Whether it would be me or him playing, he would have the headset on, and it was wired. So he'd be sitting right next to me, and I'd be playing Halo, but he would be like talking shit or whatever. And dude, we had people that would add us that we had never played with before, because other people would talk about how funny he was. So like, because people would ask like we would, as soon as we would log online, we would try to get on to do anything, we would immediately be getting like party invites and stuff. We're like, oh, Booty Precious online. Dude, it was the coolest thing ever. And then we made like other accounts like P-Toots and like all kinds of other stuff. But
being young is the best.
We had so much fun. We would all follow. We had a big sectional couch that was like in squares. So it was like you could configure it in a bunch of different ways.
Right.
We would like all pass out on it at the same time all the time.
Love it.
Yeah, dude, we had so much fun.
So much fun. I have so many of those similar. Mine was all in a shed, in my front yard, but had the
front
couch.
Yard?
Yeah,
I guess you're in the
front
country,
yard,
huh?
baby. Well, we were, and then it became a city. It was Bryant.
Oh,
but Bryant wasn't a city for a long time.
There was actually a house that I helped build whenever I did property preservation. The guy that owned the company had went to school, like college and stuff, to be a contract, like a builder.
Yeah,
and he would every so often build a house. And while I was working for him, he went ahead and took one, and it was from a couple that had lived in Bryant, and they were putting in interchange or an overpass or a main road or something, and it was going like right through their property or like right close to it. And so they were able to sell it for like a ton of money.
Oh yeah.
And so they decided to move. It was in a Guy. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's like
Guy,
out towards Quitman.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I've
past
been through
Green Bar
there.
and stuff. Yeah, it was out there, and it's like in a really nice neighborhood that has like this man-made pond that from an aerial view looks like a fish.
That's badass.
It's super tight.
We lived there when it was no one lived there. There was like 2,000 people. Like literally, if someone came down your road that didn't live on your road, it was shocking.
What's the
people
population
would come
there
out of
now?
their house? Fucking 30,000.
Really?
35,000. It's
Damn.
insane.
So it's like blown up quickly.
It's a full fucking city. Yeah, and it's like
I do remember
there's
whenever
nowhere to
Conway
go.
was in like the 40s, and now like the sign says like 64,000.
Oh, yeah.
Which ours fluctuates heavily every year because we have 3 colleges.
Well, the fucking school is it's a monster. It's the biggest fucking high school you've ever seen in your fucking life. It's like something out of a damn movie. The campus, I mean, you can walk and 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 walk, and you're just like, oh, yeah, this is only half of it. And you walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. It was that big a long time ago, but now they have like their football, they have 2 football fields, one indoors, one outdoors. One's like an exact replica of like the Razorbacks, like their practice house. It's the same thing. They have all this crazy shit for no reason. It's so
Conway's
crazy.
we do have an indoor field house.
Yeah, it's nuts, and we have half the people that y'all have.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous, and we're like a 7A school now, and they're always fucking
Bryant
winning.
7A?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
they're always winning shit.
I knew we were. You know, dude, I don't think it was until after I was out of high school that I figured out what the fucking number lettering.
Like if you went there now, what it looks like now, I can't tell you what mine looked like because it's not there.
Right.
They tore down every fucking building that was there.
Which is crazy to me. That's something that I've tried to like train myself to do over the years. Is like look to where I see things that are about to be developed and try to like take a mental image and remember like this is what this looks like. So that way, when it is developed later on,
Dude,
so like
it's so tough.
It's tough because like you get so used to seeing the same stuff.
I lived there for 27 years ish, and I can't. Every time I go there now, I'm like, wow, this is fucking crazy. Like, I try not to go through Bryant at all for anything, but every time I go, there's a new building or a new plex. The yard, Kurt, where I lived, you've been there. Yeah. It's all gone. The fence, the house, everything's gone. Where I live now, and
I
I'm
did
like,
see a thing.
I don't know what the fuck. Jesus
on
Christ,
Facebook,
it's crazy.
Like 2 days ago. It was whenever people are asking why it's so hot outside or whatever, and it was 2 side-by-side pictures, and one was from like 2002 or 2005, and one was from like this year, and it was just like looking down a main street, and it had like median with like grass and trees like all in a row.
Now it's all concrete.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's four or 5
when
lanes.
you live inside of an oven.
Yeah, it's 4 or 5 lanes. It's all concrete. There's literally no dirt anywhere. The entire front
no trees.
There's no trees in the distance. It's like, that stuff radiates heat, and it holds it really
It's like when
well.
people are like, why is it so hot in here? And you're at Vino's, you're like, you do realize we're in a box made of concrete.
Yeah. Look up how much insulation
You know how they cook pizzas? In a box full of concrete surrounded by heat.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess where that heat goes? Nowhere.
Inside, yeah. It goes inside. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I've looked in there a few times, like, because of course, every time you go somewhere like that, you're typically paying attention to what's going on at the stage or talking to your friends or you're wrapped up in whatever. But working there or being there, like, for whatever,
different.
and you get to just, like, look around and really take it in, it's like, man, this place is wild.
It's wild.
Like, there's no insulation up in the like ceiling. There's a whole nother,
nothing
deal upstairs
up above it, and there's somehow still leaching in. Well, above the venue there isn't. It's just a roof.
Oh, that's right.
The venue
because it goes where
just a roof.
the patio. Yeah.
But we just found out the other day that the motherfucking air conditioners back there don't even have filtration systems on them. Like, I called my brother. I was like, why would this shit be like this? He goes, well, first off, that's not enough air conditioner for that room. But it should be working, and if it's not, it's blah blah. Because he's a HVAC dude.
Didn't they just put in a whole new
that was
unit?
For the other part of the
front.
building? Yeah. So people got confused and happy about something that wasn't for them. Like all of our friends are like, hooray!
I was wondering whenever everybody
why is it
was
so
talking
hot?
about it, I was like, I'm not noticing anything.
Listen, no, and you wouldn't have because nothing happened back there.
I would at the beginning, like when we would first get there for shift, but that's before as soon as anybody gets in the room, it's like, it's still Vino's.
Oh, as soon as the band opens that back door and the hot air is allowed to trickle in, it's
and
over.
as hot as it's been lately, yeah, dude, like in the hundreds and stuff too.
And
like, it takes nothing.
Those units,
letting all the bought air out.
Well, Yeah. So something my brother taught me, he was like, dude, those units are only designed to keep it 30 degrees colder. So that's 80.
I just started learning. Yeah, I
So
just started learning
it's
recently
80 in there,
that
which
units are
it
rated for
is,
that kind of stuff.
It is 80 in there, which 80 is still hot when you put 200 people in the room. He's like, they're working. They're just not big enough for what that venue is doing. You need like commercial grade 10-ton units.
Yeah, exactly.
What time is it, Kurt? 3:50. We call it. We got to go to work.
8675309. We do have to go to work. I'm not sure.
You're all full of fucking beer and fucking sugar-free Red Bull. Hey, you finished it though. I'm surprised. That's hideous. I'm never gonna try that.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Got anything to plug?
Check out the new Morbid VisionZ shows that we have lined up. The only ones local we have are Fayetteville, which isn't. I mean, it's kind of
local.
Kind of is, kind of isn't. Which is tomorrow. But
well, then that show's already happened.
Yeah, that's
this
not
is 2 weeks from now.
Gonna help from that, but I don't think we're gonna be doing anything local for the rest of the year unless something big pops up that I can think of.
Didn't y'all just put a song out or an EP, like a lathe?
So we just did upload Mob Rules to Bandcamp. We did a Black Sabbath cover. It's Dio Sabbath, and we had recorded it a long time ago to go on a comp. It was gonna be a Black Sabbath cover comp.
Yeah.
That CT was doing.
Just never saw the light of day.
And yeah, I don't know exactly what happened with it. Never saw the light of day.
Yeah.
But we are writing new stuff right now to get ready to record an LP, and we've got some flags coming in. So those will be available soon. We just got our new shirts printed. We'll have new merch soon.
Fuck yeah.
Check all that stuff out.
Awesome.
And then other than that, follow me on all my socials at Shalmy Boy, and check out my twins when they come.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Patreon, YouTube, Crashcast Pod, Twitter's Crashcast Pod 1. This has been great. Thanks for coming, dude.
Had a good time, buddy.
I'm going to go
Appreciate
fucking eat some pizza and work some bands. Everybody, thank you for listening. Peace. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.